car has a fording depth of a minimum of 2 feet.
You mean
That's
maximum?
a distressing thing to learn. Why did you learn that?
Because Marshalltown is in the middle of fucking flooding right now.
As I say, I've done it. You can technically make it through. You just have to go fast before it starts leaking in through the floorboards.
Yeah, that's the thing. I made it through. I made sure not to slow down. I think if I had stopped, I wouldn't have gotten moving again, but I made it through.
I did not. In the flood of,
How did your car not float away?
what was it, 97?
Because my car is a fucking beast. It's a 2012 Toyota Camry, and I'm pretty sure that it could eat any Paped Princess alive.
I was driving a 1981 Chevy Citation, and the water from the flooding was up to, like, the wheel wells. Like, it was to the bottom of the car.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Just short of the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am a mile from fucking. And I was way further out because I was in the country when this shit hit.
Oh.
And I'm like, fuck. And I'm just out there and I can see like shit going wrong and like nowhere to go. And I look over and there's the dike to my right. And I go, and I ride the dike. And as soon as I do that, people just pulled off the road. And they're just like, yep. And I was like, the dike ends, like I was gonna say, within a mile of my house, so I should just be able to go, right? So I'm driving along and just starting the wagon train. I get to where I'm gonna go, and I'm like, all right, this is my exit. We pull off down, pull through somebody's yard. It's like, I'm like, okay.
Also,
And I get on
hi,
the street.
I actually.
Thank you for
And I'm
the
almost there.
Donzi hat.
And it's still pretty deep, right? Heading towards my house, and concentrating on everything, but I forget this is a road that I've driven on many, many times. I forget that the road does this.
Oh no.
So it's so I'm just looking straight shot. I'm like, I'm almost there. And I hit that area and I just start floating sideways. And I'm like, I'm like, but I was still heading towards the other side. And I was just like, okay. I can float.
I mean, there's a certain point at which
You can float for a few seconds.
I didn't panic. I was just like, all right, I'll just, when I hit the other side, it's front wheel drive. I'll just go.
It's one of those things where at a certain point, you just have to say fuck it and do what you can.
And then the water hit my feet. And that's when I panicked.
Dumbass.
Because the car was filling up.
Yeah.
So I go, oh fuck, my car's filling up with water. I better get out and push. So I opened the door.
That's a bold move there, Con.
Because I wasn't thinking. And it went down.
Yeah.
You couldn't see it. I got out and I swam to the other side and I was like, it's a mile walk home. So
And you're soaking wet.
So the flood waters subsided.
Yeah.
And I found my car.
Yeah.
I was like, there it is. And I go and I open up the door and just mud and fish and everything just comes sloshing out. And I'm like, okay.
Well,
And I get in there
and
it squishes and I'm like, all right. I put the key in there and it turns over.
What the fuck? Ow!
This was the car that I got. And I drove that thing for like, it took so much carpet fresh and carpet clean to just
You
get
should have
this
just
out.
had the damn thing totaled.
I bought this car for $500. This is the car that I got. It was my favorite car that I've ever owned.
Yeah.
I showed up to this guy's house, stinking
Yeah.
of work, coated in grease and food and shit, smelling to high heaven, and I knew it. And I was like, I need a car,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, I don't. And he's like, yeah, here it is. He's like, you want to look it over? And I'm like, yeah. And I don't know much about cars.
Yeah.
I don't know much about them, right? So I'm just, looking at the tires, make sure it has tread. It's covered in rust, which I expect. For
$500, yeah.
well, he didn't even have the price in there. I was just like, 81 Chevy Citation, I can probably afford that, right?
Yeah.
So I go and then I pop the hood. And the engine is completely chromed out.
Oh my god.
And it's
Interesting.
And it, if you don't know, a Chevy Citation is about the size of like a Geo Metro, but he dropped a V6 in it. And I'm looking at the engine, and I just blink a few times, and I look up over and he's just kind of grinning. I go, I can't afford this car. And he goes, make me an offer. I was like, all I got is $500. And he goes, sold. And I'm like, I'm just, what? And I had a lengthy conversation. He was a retired race car mechanic.
Oh.
So it was
And
just a
what-
project for him.
And he was loaded. So what he does for fun is he gets old junkers and he rips the engine out, and then he puts something nice in there. And he had already turned down offers to get it for several $1,000s, and he just sells it to a working class stiff. The fact that I showed up there reeking to high heaven and looking like that, he's like, "That's my guy."
You just find some dude
Who needs a car?
who will say decades later that it
Right.
is their favorite car.
And this thing, it was so sweet. And he had also, it wasn't just the
V6
engine.
in it.
He didn't like the
Fucking
way
Metro.
it handled, so he cut off the front end and replaced it with a Chevy, something from a Chevy, so the wheels would turn 90 degrees. So if I was, instead of parallel parking, I literally just rotate my car and drive out.
That's fucking incredible.
And there were people,
What the hell?
so many times, like, you see people with like Camaros at like a stoplight, and they're just like, raw, and I'm just like,
You have no idea what
and I'm
you've
just
done.
like, raw. You know? And they look over at me, and I'm just like, It's like, they're like, all right, let turns and I'm just like, just yeah, and just peel out smoke and just smoking like Camaros or Corvettes or whatever, and I'm just like,
you got a fucking what was it? A small block V6?
I don't know. I don't know enough about cars. It was
If the
just,
car was the size of a Geo Metro, it had to have been like a small block.
and
it could have been like a bigger like a.
the fastest I ever
Jesus.
got it up to before I got scared was 110.
Well,
Because it only,
you know he didn't put any governor in that.
it only had power assist, not power steering.
Oh.
So that's when I'm just like, okay.
At that point, you are trying to hold a fucking rocket.
Right. And that,
With your arm.
and it could, and it, oh, that's not true. I did get going faster than 110. Because when it finally went, and my mechanic loved the car. Because
Fucking Betty.
he was an old school guy, grew up with my dad, everything like that. He only worked on American vehicles. I brought that to him one day for an oil change, and he's just like, okay. And he opens up, and he's like, oh, you know engines. I'm like, no.
No.
Like, that's why I'm here. You know, I was like,
No, I met a guy once who knew
Right.
engines.
and he loved working on that car. He's like, what did he do here? And he's like, he loved just
like a kid in a candy store. It's
he's
like,
just
what do you do
like-
here?
I mean, he
Holy
gets to
shit.
see the work of a guy at the top of
Right.
that industry and just fiddle around with it. That's a fucking dream come true for a mechanic.
here's why
The,
I got rid of it.
the engine of
It
the thing.
technically never stopped. So I'm at a stoplight,
No.
and this is after I've sunk the car. It was underwater for a week, and I've been
Right.
driving it for another year and a half. Okay,
Did the stale
And I'm
mold set
at-
ever get out?
what was that?
Did the stale mold set ever get out?
No, yeah, I was gonna say it took like
Jesus.
8 cases of carpet for it, but it came out. So I'm at the stoplight, light turns green. This is my foot. This is the pedal, right? And I tap on the pedal, and it goes,
Oh no!
and that car just fuck. I'm lucky I was in front position, and it just goes. You know, and I'm used to it, and I was pointed at the interstate, and I'm like, okay. So I get on there, I'm like,
Throw away
shit.
throttle.
I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, okay, shift to neutral, right? I shift to neutral, I hear it rev. I'm like, nope, that's gonna blow the engine.
Yep,
I
that'll
shift
blow
back
the
down
engine.
to drive, and it just throws me back in my seat, and I'm still going. I was like, pull the pedal up, and I reach down, and I'm sitting there pulling on the pedal to try to get it to come up, and it just goes. I hear it goes poink, and now it's flipped the other way, but the throttle is still wide open.
Oh,
And I'm just passing cars, right? And I pass a state trooper
Oh no!
who doesn't even turn on his lights
Honestly, fair.
because he was looking at me. And it's like
It's
I was
just like,
going, I'm
nope.
gonna say 50 miles an hour faster than everyone else on the interstate. And he must have gone, that guy's got a place to be. Right? And so
He's just like, nope, not worth it.
I was just like, okay, well, I cannot maintain this because apparently acceleration and maximum velocity is not a thing. Right? So I shut the car off,
no.
which in the 1981 Chevy Citation removes power assist.
Yep.
Oh no!
So now it's just steering at like 125 miles an hour.
Did you manage to get to a stop safely?
Kind of.
Oh my god!
You know what? The fact that the answer wasn't no is already better than I expected.
So I get to a point where it slowed down some.
Yeah.
It's several miles away.
This is the greatest free show ever.
I have to get off the interstate.
Oh.
I'm like, an exit. Okay.
Oh no!
And I take the exit.
Ah.
And the exit is slightly uphill, which I'm like, works for me.
Anything at this point?
But it's still not good enough. Right?
Oh crap!
I
So there's a
assume you're going
stop
like
sign.
78
Yeah,
minutes.
there's a stop sign at the end of the thing, and I'm like, and I look, no cars coming. I'm like, sweet, and I just crank the fucking wheel, and I take a corner at like 75 miles an hour.
Jesus.
And I
Dead
take,
stick, no engine.
and I take another corner at like 75 miles an hour, or 60 at that point, because there was nobody there.
Yeah.
And then there's a gas station. Another half a mile up the road, which I run to, and at that point I'm doing like 35, and I crank it into the gas station, and I pull up to the thing, and I just hit the brakes and slide into one of the parking spots, and I get out, and I'm just like, throw the key. And then I just call a tow truck, and I'm just like, never gotten the damn thing again.
You know what?
Like,
Fucking fair. Holy
It was-
shit.
it was.
The fact that we almost never met because of a runaway throttle is just fucking classic for you.
I mean, I was alarmed.
As you should have
Yeah.
been.
Yeah. That's
I-
the real
yeah.
shit.
The fastest I ever got on purpose was 110, and that was on a straightaway where there were no other cars, and I said, "Let's see what this thing can do."
Sure, that's one thing.
Then the car's just like, no, no, no.
Yeah,
You're
my
really, hold
right,
my
exactly.
beer.
The weaving in and out of traffic thing was the most terrifying part because I was like, "What happens when I get to that dumb shit?" That
It's
it's just
cutting in the passing
riding
lane.
in the passing
Yep.
lane. He's like, I like to match the speed of the people around me.
Better hope
They're everywhere.
better hope to God you're good at driving on the shoulder.
Right, exactly. I would have had to eat the wall.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was an elevated interstate, so eating the wall at those speeds probably means I'm going over. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So somebody's gonna die.
Yeah. And you said it was an 81?
It was an 81.
Ain't no fucking airbags in that bitch.
No. No.
Fuck, at that point, I don't even think you really have much of a roll cage.
He might have. No, I would have seen it. He did not reinforce.
You would have seen it. If you would have
Yeah, you would've known.
you would have seen it.
Right.
Did you call that guy after that happened?
No.
You should have. And it's just like, hey, by the way,
He was.
your car tried to freaking kill me.
No. Well, he would have Well, when I told him I sank it, he probably would have went. Well, yeah.
This bitch tried to drown me. He's putting around. Just you wait. I'll get my fucking
Yeah,
revenge.
exactly.
And then saw its opportunity. He's like,
Year and a half, and then I'll kill him, and he'll never see it coming.
I mean, it was right. It was right. You did not, in fact,
fucking
see
throttle
it.
stuck on. That's
That
every
is
motorist's
the most
nightmare.
Wile E. Coyote shit I have heard in a
Yeah,
minute.
when the wheel flipped backwards, I'm not gonna lie, I peed a little.
I
You
mean,
didn't.
be a lot.
I'm surprised you didn't shit your pants that, like, literally shit your
was-
pants at that point. Like,
He might have
oh,
been
fuck.
too startled to even have that reaction.
Or it's too, adrenaline's going too tight, all the muscles are super clenched.
Oh yeah, I was super focused on like
Try not to die.
That's a full body fucking workout, if nothing else.
To quote this new channel I've seen, it's like, a jackhammer couldn't have driven a pin up your ass at that point.
it was.
Oh man.
It was missed that car though.
Welcome, patrons, to the comedy hour.
Welcome, chat and VOD watchers on YouTube and Twitch.
Yes.
Such is an example of what you traditionally find on our pre-shows, but due to weather, we did not have a traditional pre-show.
Weather and some
So
technical
everyone gets a little
difficulties.
taste of the pre-show this week.
Yeah.
Enjoy. If you like this, patreon.com/assortedmeeples. Best dollar you'll spend all month, and an awesome community to boot. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink.
Now I kind of want to go
Hello.
find a,
Who cares? That's
find a
grown up.
shitty little geometry and see if I
pronouns.
can mod it to take like a fucking 305 big block or 350 Chevy big block and just stick it in Geometro. Just for
I
the
don't know how
walls.
we got it in there. Oh, well, I do. It was a little too tight and he didn't like the way he handled, so he made it a little bigger. Right? And he cut off the front end.
Oh my
He cut
God.
off the front end, so it was just open, no body.
Yeah.
Now you got room to work. And you got it in there, and then you
Room's
throw
fair.
other shit back on. Right?
So, before we get started tonight, I do have a couple things I need to go over.
Oh.
First things first, I do want to take a moment to thank Derek over at Clash of Corgis for sending us this free copy of the game. Very excited to play this. These cards are so stinking adorable. I'm
love
very
Corgis.
excited to get to play this game. There are 3 different game types in the box. We're going to try and get at least one game of all 3 in tonight. We'll see how that goes. I also adore the box design. I want to take a moment to...
Is that a magnetic clasp?
It is a magnetic clasp, and it
Fucking
opens up
awesome.
like this. I opened
it
it up
opens
for
up
the
like a
first time, and
checkbox,
I was
too.
like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! Thank you."
Yeah, that's the attention to detail we want more card
So
card
yeah,
game
it opens
companies
up
to
and
make.
it clasps shut, and there you go.
Super portable.
Yeah,
Yes.
like you can throw this in a cargo pants pocket, no problem. And it's also durable enough, it's probably not going to get beat to shit for
looks
several
thick.
times.
Got some good cheese.
Like, great box, love it. One of the better ones I've seen in a hot minute. Now, I have to say one of the better, because that leads me into my second announcement, because I promised at Origins that I would plug this company because they cut me a deal on this sweet die I got at Origins.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, and it comes in a box.
It also
I've seen it.
comes in a box.
That is a big box.
So,
That is a,
Robin's nerds.
thank you, Robin
Yes.
Nerd Supplies. This is the biggest die I've ever purchased.
The heaviest too, and
It's
that's
the
saying
heaviest
something.
too,
Considering
considering there are
solid bronze over there.
Yeah, we got 2
bronze?
zinc D100s over there.
Yep.
We got a blue one, which I also got at Origins.
it is so shiny. I love
And we have Sir Chonkers, of course. The blue one is Blue Bertha.
Watch out, watch your toes.
Yeah, I set those up very specifically to try and minimize risk of that, but we're going to have to figure something out for some of those.
I only have one stand, and that's where Sir Chonkers is.
Well, we're going to have to get more things. Those of you with 3D printers in the community, send me your finest files.
What? I can route something and then just drill a hole.
I need
I
it
can.
soon, not like a decade from now, like James and
that-
Jay.
No, this
Yep,
is different.
that.
This is just something that I can just literally go meow, and then drill a hole in it and go stand.
I mean, I think he'd.
So, hi Kronos.
But let
Also,
me
hi
see.
again, Karina.
Kronos?
So now that we have
Robin's Nerd Supply.
Robin
This
Nerd Supplies,
thing is
the box
the
actually does clap.
biggest
Shut up in the front.
D20 I have ever seen.
So I'm going to hold it like this. So you
It'd be funny if there was just a regular size.
There we go. So Robin's Nerd Supplies.
it is
thank you.
not. And this thing is heavy.
It's a white box.
I know it's a white box. It has a topper and a bottom part to support said die. So give me a moment to work the topper.
Boom.
So when he reveals his chat, I want you guys to guess at how much this thing weighs. Who's? Oh, we got a
Well, we'll deal with that in a moment. We have more important things.
Big new die, high number get. Oh dear.
It can be rolled.
yeah, like
This
a bowling
is-
ball.
This is 6 pounds
Oh my.
of resin beauty.
It is heavy.
It is also rainbowy and pretty and awesome.
It is sparkly.
And properly numbered, like,
And
and
it's
it's not.
properly
Yes,
numbered.
it's not a countdown die. It is a legit D20.
And their logo is on the 20
Yep.
because, you got to respect
Why
the
wouldn't
branding.
you?
Yep.
Right.
So, this thing, I saw this, and
I'm
if you've
afraid to roll
seen,
that thing.
if you have seen the Always Sunny episode with the art gallery, I had one of those moments.
This piece,
I must have it.
I must have it. It speaks to me.
It's enchanting. So, as is traditional convention fashion, I go in with the best of intentions for my budget.
And it just
And
shot to
the
shit
very
for
first
like
day, I
10
discovered something
minutes. Yep.
so wonderfully awesome that I know that my credit card will be in therapy for the rest of the month. Right. I have no regrets.
Or at least
However, this brings a new problem that I have introduced to Shane and PJ, and I now must iterate for the community, especially since Kronos is here.
It doesn't have finger holes.
No. One, I would never take this bowling. It's too precious. And two, nobody's gonna believe that those chucklefuck dragons up there, those little guys who guard the D100s and D20s, ever managed to get this into their hoard, let alone protect it.
They could do it.
For the record, chat, this is
Magic.
the biggest one we got, and that dice.
This die is bigger
die
than that
dwarfs
green
this
dragon.
thing.
We're gonna need a bigger dragon.
You should buy a second one of these and have more resin added and make it into a bowling ball.
How about you do that?
That makes a point.
Because I already
do
did
that.
the initial investment.
Oh, it's funny.
I'm
No, you do the buying.
No, I already did a bunch of that. If you look behind you, there are a shit ton of new games on the shelves.
Yeah, there's no way in hell those tiny little
There's no way those little large
little
guys.
whelps are not going to be believed that they're
Nobody
guarding
will
that dice.
believe that they
No.
managed to hoard this.
No.
A dung beetle can roll a bowl of shit. See, like 20 times its size. I believe those dragons can, with the same technique, hoard this dice.
Or magic.
Nope.
Not a
No.
chance.
A shrinking spell.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Dragons are pretty cool.
Dragons are cool. They'd never shrink this.
Yeah, they would never
It
shake.
comes back.
They need it for the intimidation factor.
Yeah.
Right. Once they get it inside, you unshrink it.
Yeah, it's literally, it's literally,
you need
no,
the
it's
dent
literally
in
death
the
by
ground
D20.
to build the dread as people approach
Yeah.
their
Like, we're gonna need a bigger dragon. Like, maybe a Tiamat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat. Except this time you're gonna need a
Because
bigger
this
dragon.
is
It's hefty.
very hoard worthy. Like, 6 pounds of resin
Yeah.
doesn't sound heavy,
Hand it to him.
but
It's hefty.
Well, a bowling ball is 10.
Small,
light ones
small,
are 6.
light ones are 6. So that is
it's like
equivalent of a
kid's
light.
basketball,
Yeah.
except solid.
Now, while we can roll this, I'm pretty certain that our table will not like it. So instead, we're going to roll the other new one, Blue Bertha.
Can I
Who-
please?
I mean, it will probably dent the velvet.
Yeah, you're right.
You could potentially roll it
It's
in
just
the.
for show.
You could
It is
potentially roll
intended
it
as a
in there.
showpiece. I might let you roll it on the carpet in the other room if you want.
Go outside and roll it on the concrete.
Yeah, that's what I was
That
saying.
would, that would be the
Yeah,
only.
probably roll it in
Yeah,
there.
that'd be the only safe place
I think that's
you
the
could
only
really roll
viable
that.
place we can do that. So I tell you what, we will do that for this one and only this one exercise.
Yep.
This seems acceptable.
This is gonna be so loud. Oh my god, I can hear a growl from here.
I got 5.
So
you, I want to get this exercise.
Brayden got a 5.
5 to 6.
Nathan has got a
Hey!
I want. Do I want lower? Or do I want? I can get.
I can't remember. Chat, did she want lower or high?
Look, high gets it. I got 12.
I get
Well, then 5 is very good. It is.
I got 2. I had to know my D20 luck is
I
sticking with
wanted
me.
the exercise anyway, because
Yeah, non-strapped owner. Still perfectly nice. That'd be the one time we roll this die.
and
That
if
is
anybody ever
entirely
breaks into your house, you can brain them with it.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, yeah. Death by D20. Easily.
Hey, yeah, and exercise. Right. Hilarious.
Excuse the knees.
I shall not. Yes, Callahan suffering. But while he suffers, thank you so much, Robin's Nerd Supplies. This is going on the shelf somewhere. Probably, I did verify it'll fit on that shelf. The dragons are gonna have to find new places to sleep. Figure that out.
Yeah.
But this thing is majestic, and I could not be happier.
Now I'm curious what else they sell.
They have lots of cool stuff. I highly recommend checking them out.
I'm gonna have to look them up.
I think they'll be at Gen Con as well, so you will get the chance to see them there too.
Yes.
Just what my dice goblin,
highly approve.
my
of
dice
their
goblin little
Yes,
ordering
this is
mind needs.
a thing of beauty.
Robin's Nerd Supplies.
I like that their logo is a little baby sleeping dragon.
Yeah, their logo is awesome. And the people at their booth, similarly awesome. They remembered who I was. That was pretty cool.
the hat.
No, I didn't get the hat till Sunday.
They
I found them
remembered who you
on
were?
Thursday. Yeah, they said hi to me when I came by their booth on Friday. I bought this
By
on
name?
Thursday. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm assuming there probably weren't too many people that were buying the 6-pound D20.
I don't know. If there weren't, everybody at Origins lacked
They
a
were
certain degree of class.
The man has a point.
This one was selected because it had the most visible numbers.
Nice.
Fair.
Because most of the numbers were a lot darker.
And never to be rolled again.
That's okay. That is so majestic. We rolled it on camera. I have no regrets. Would do again. And this one we're not obligated to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. I also found a company called Dodeca Donuts.
I am intrigued.
What the hell?
Do elaborate.
It is a dodeca donut. Show fuzzy.
I love it.
They make wooden dice trays that look like donuts that
With
open
sprinkles.
up with sprinkles. I took pictures of them. They're in the patron Discord in that folder of pictures I uploaded for y'all on Monday. They also have coffee cup dice towers,
That's funny.
which
Wait,
is
what?
great.
Coffee cup dice?
So
How does that
imagine a
work?
travel mug.
Yeah.
Coffee cup, yeah.
And it's a dice tower.
So
They're also affordable. They were like $25.
they took a coffee mug and turned it into a dice tower?
Basically. It was really rad.
Huh.
They're also running a Kickstarter called Fantasy Food Fight that closes in 3 days. It looks like a hilarious card game where you make dishes and throw them at your opponents. And your goal is to be the last one standing. Go check that out. It looked like a ton of fun. I took a couple pictures of that as well. They're in the link in the Patreon Discord.
Many pictures.
They have not met their funding goal yet, so if you're interested, 3 days, please check them out. It looks super sweet. No pun intended.
Maybe a little.
No.
Maybe a little. Just a little.
And of note with Clash of Corgis, get circling back to where we started, they are planning on making more games in the same universe, and the next one they're planning to release is going to be Pirate Corgi themed, which I am very excited about. So keep an eye on what they're doing as well. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in the gaming sphere.
But do they have wall art?
That's a good question.
Like,
I didn't-
like wall art, like paintings?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
If they don't have some form of scrolls or prints or something, I would be shocked.
Okay.
If they don't, I would be willing to bet that the artists
It should
who
be
worked on
mentioned
these
to
do.
them.
Yes. Well, they're probably watching because I told them we were going to be streaming tonight. So
I'm
What
a
if they
nerd.
are? The art is adorable. And,
I love
would
them.
absolutely sell.
I'm a
tickets.
nerd and I love corgis.
like these guys are
Kinda
dorks.
works out.
Like there's a reason I took a bunch of the cards out of the box for the
He's got a
YouTube
big
thumbnail
old
and green
axe.
screen. because there's 5 different suits of cards. Sorry, green corgis, you were omitted for obvious reasons with the green. But there were some for each of the other ones,
That's funny.
and they're all adorable. If you like corgis and fun, straightforward card games, you should take a look at this. But we're going to play the game and see how it actually plays now and offer our opinions on that, because all we've done is look at the rules. No, here you go. He had a corgi, he's allowed.
You know what
Zora
happens
was
when
a
he
good
shuffles, right?
She was. She was overfed, but she was good.
She was the roundest corgi.
Choose around his corgi.
Seriously, like little sausage.
That is some stick competition.
She was the most overweight corgi that I had ever seen or met.
No, but she would have entered the competition.
She was
Did her belly still clear the ground when she stood up?
a little bit.
Yeah, there was enough. The feet worked.
Yeah.
You have to straddle that line so that the feet still work.
Right.
The moment that you break that line, it's diet time.
I
Diet
put her on a
exercise.
diet at one point. It doesn't work because she just she'd just go okay, and she'd go find the daycare kids, and she's like, "Give me your cereal," and they'd give her the cereal, and she'd be like, "Cool."
Okay.
Of course they were.
First of all, look.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
First of all, that's adorable. Second of all, yeah, fair.
Good work, daycare kids.
We never had to clean anything up the entire time. Like,
And it's such a wonder why she was overweight.
yeah, if it was food, she'd get it.
No,
Yeah, she'd be careful with
Get
good
another
food
one and
and
put it
bad
on a stick, a D20 mace.
Ooh.
That's pulsing to the portal.
A 6-pound head mace head. That's freaking heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, but so wieldy.
Highly effective.
I'm looking at them right now, and they look so delicious. Yeah, they look stunning in person. Like, I was... And it was funny, because I found their booth through the Level Up Sabers booth, who make lightsabers. Really cool ones, by the way. Pictures of those, too. But the camera can only do so much to capture them.
how many did you deal?
12. And then they had a sticker that said, at their booth, that said, "No Nazis here." And I was like, well, I obviously have to stop and talk to someone who has a sticker that says that. And they told me they got them from the Dodeca Donuts booth. And so we had a nice conversation. Then obviously I went to the Dodeca Donuts booth afterward and was like, hey, I came over here because I saw that swell sticker you've been handing out to booths. Tell me about your stuff. And then they showed me the dice trays and the coffee cup. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know how badly I needed to do that.
Tell me the rest of your stuff.
From a freaking coffee hound like you, yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get one of those.
The tragedy is that I didn't find them until Sunday, and
You were
Your
luggage was full.
budget was full.
No, luggage was full.
Oh, luggage was full.
UPS is for. I've explained this. They probably would have shipped it to your house.
Yeah, but I had enough that I didn't have to go through UPS.
No, you probably could have talked to them and just said, "Hey, ship this out," and they would have. They would have done it for you.
Some places will.
My OCD is making me turn all these rights out.
Oh,
I
right.
can actually enjoy the art.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I did not.
They
Yeah, I was
just
gonna say. Ooh.
So, exclamation Clash of Corgis in the chat to bring up the rule book. They also do have the rules on the clashofcorgis.com website if you want to look at them there instead. We are playing the original rules first.
I will say the quality of the cards feels just like a brand new deck of your standard 52 cards.
Yeah, this is really nice.
There
Like,
are 5 suits.
there are
Now,
5 suits.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Does one suit outrank the others?
Not to my knowledge, no.
I didn't see anything in there.
The important note that the suits just tells you what they are.
Well, no,
but does
there
not
are-
say they outrank.
There are some special abilities that say the following person has to be able to follow the suit.
Oh, I got Treasure Island
Yes, but
artifacts.
that's
So that's why it matters.
okay. But that's
for rank.
not in the original. I don't think.
You might
No,
want
it
to
is.
switch us to the top
It is.
down view
Like-
there, bud.
Let's see here. Da-da-da-da.
And hopefully it's
Yeah. Well. Yeah, this is fine. And we may zoom in a little bit. We'll see.
Like
so that's fine.
6.
Did I get it moved enough? I think we got it.
Yeah, you got to move
so,
enough. That's
so it
not a
should
problem.
be-
I just
should
may
be
want
close to
to
the
do
center
it.
now.
If you play a 6, you can discard a card from your hand that matches the same suit. And there's another one.
Oh yeah, but that's the abilities on the actual
Right.
numbers. That doesn't have anything to do with the suits outranking
Is
each
it
other.
ace high or low?
Ace is high.
Ace is high.
What's so is the star just wild?
The
Yes.
star is wild.
It can beat any rank
Once played, this card copies the rank and the effect of the previous leading combo. If played first in a round, the rank becomes 0 and has no effect. The wild cannot be used in combination with non-wild cards.
I have no idea what the wild cards are for a
They
regular
have
match.
cards. There's one per suit.
Ah,
There are 5 total wild.
it's neat. I don't know what the other card effects are though, because the cheat sheet cards are there's only two
Oh look,
regular.
I printed them for
Oh,
Hey, neat.
sweet. Do we?
Because my eyesight is terrible.
Can you put that in the middle between us?
No.
Fine.
you. Well, we'll figure that out. Yep, that's out.
So the number 1 is the Oracle. 2 is a bard, 3 is a healer, 4 is a monk, 5 is a fighter, 6 is a mage, 7 is an archer,
That's
8
good.
is a berserker, 9 is assassin, ace is a samurai, and the wild is the illusionist. Okay.
Indeed. Alright, let's get this out of here. I will grab our little card so you can see what we're
That's poop. All right.
Our goal is to try and be the first person to use up all our cards. If you have the leading combo, you get to start the next combo.
Oh, we do need a chunker to determine who goes first.
So we'll need that, yes.
The barbarian. It's great.
Alright, very good. Most excellent. Okay. Fetch me a Chonkers or a Bertha.
Big Bertha.
Blue Bertha.
Blue Bertha.
Blue Bertha.
First official roll on stream, and it is a what?
18.
God damn it.
You did good.
Oh, it goes to 100.
It does?
Ah.
Oh, yeah. It's a D100.
This will, these numbers are.
Just try to manage
They are
expectations.
very easy to read.
Mine are always low.
This is from a.
God damn it.
Fucking 9.
Oh, 99.
Amazing.
That's way better than his.
Shit.
Let's see.
Not
82. Not
Not a
close
lot.
enough.
It's a valiant effort.
There it is.
Indeed.
Nope, 36. Yeah.
So this.
It pains me greatly that I'm still last.
Chonkers is actually turning out to be quite light.
Blue Bertha came from a company called HYMGHO. I don't know what it stands for. But
Hingo.
Himgo. They had a lot of very cool dice at their booth, including fidget dice where you could spin the little numbers. And they had a Christmas tree dice set where they had a D4 through D20 arranged in a Christmas tree shape. And you could just pick the one you wanted and spin it. And there'd be a little marker on the base to tell you what you rolled.
Hogcraft fidget dice?
Yeah, that's the fidget dice. There's pictures of them in the Patreon Discord as well. They are awesome.
The red and silver one reminds me of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Yeah, they were super cool. Like this, I found them after I found the giant D20, and I was like, normally I only buy one fancy die per convention. I want
But-
2 from you, but I'm only gonna buy 1.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, this was a. Normally I only do X, but.
Picks up the light
yeah,
up, too.
Yeah, that would have been that would if I was to get a metal D20, I'd probably go with that one because blue's my favorite color. Metallic blue specifically.
I mean, I had no problem with that. Like, it was just no Nazis allowed, and that was it. And apparently, there were people who were offended by that sign who walked by the booth, and I was like, really? Not to belabor a point, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, so who's? It's me going first, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
I-
You rolled a 99.
All right, so I need to know what the puppers do. So I'm gonna.
Oh, well, you get your
I'm-
sheet.
I don't have my sheet. I have the other part of the rules, but that's fine. I'll just pull them up over here.
You should start by leading with a wild.
I should not do that.
You should
I
totally,
tried.
you should totally lead with wild. It's fine.
All right.
This would be fine.
I believe you. I'm not going to do.
So, do the card effects take place the moment the cards are played, even if you're playing a
Yes,
combo?
yes, you do. However, you can only play a card if it matches or beats the existing high combo. So I am going to lead.
Can I see the exposed
I get to get
rules again?
fucked. Because this hand is all
I'm
over
going to
the
play
place.
this 1/1. Lets me look at the top card of the deck, wherever the rest of it wound up.
And then it goes to me.
Top of the deck's right there.
This is the deck?
That's
Yes.
the deck.
Okay, I have to look at the top of the deck. Okay. All right. Now I've looked at it. It does not match my suit, so play will proceed to Cali. You have to match or beat 1-1.
I will play. I will play a 2, which means I get to go again.
You're a poop.
At least one card from my next play.
Play your turn
must
again, but
match
if you
this.
do at least one card from your next play, must match this card's suit. Does he have another green pupper? Is green you played over there, yes?
No, it's blue.
Oh, you
Just
played
like
blue.
yours.
Gotcha.
I will play. I'm gonna play 2 3s.
Okay. Is at least one of them blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the healer. Draw 1 card and then return 1 card from your hand to the bottom of the deck.
You're a duty.
What's the goal of this?
Be the first
Run out of
person to
cards.
run out of cards.
Yeah, that.
How many cards can we play at a time?
You have to play the same number as the person.
Right. If you have
Same or
like,
more.
if you have 4,
You have to be able to,
you
you
can
have to be able to beat their top hand. So right now the
in
top
both
hand.
number and
No, you can either tie or beat their top hand. So if he had 2 3s, he could play 2 3s.
right.
Or
But-
he could play 3
But he
8s.
can't play 1 4.
I'm not
No.
sure that he could play a combo from your hand that matches the same type of combo as the leading combo and has a higher card rank. And the types of combos are single, double,
You must
triple,
beat
four,
or
five,
pass.
five.
So to beat, you can play a combo that matches the same type of combo as the leading combo or has a higher card rank than the leading combo.
Yeah, and
This is very
I'm pretty sure that's an either.
and it is and
Oh.
specifically. You have to do both. It has to be the same type of combo, so in this case a single, and it has to have
Oh,
a
so
higher
because he
card
played a 2, you now must play
2 or more.
2 or well, no, it has to
rank.
be.
Okay, what?
Nope.
He has to play 2 now.
He took a second turn. He now has
He
a pair
played
of
2
threes.
Uh,
So I have to play a pair of threes or a pair of fours or a pair of
Right.
whatever
that
higher.
doesn't match the same type of combo.
Hold on.
Rules are unclear, apparently.
Well, hold on. At the first player of a round, play any combo known as the leading combo from your hand face up to the middle of the table. There are 5 types of combos, 1 to 5 of a kind, basically.
Right.
If there is a leading combo on the table, you must beat or pass. So, no, Nathan's right. You have to play a 1 combo to follow that up.
Single card.
Single card. It has to match and have a matching or higher rank.
So I
Or
could
no.
not play 2 3s?
You can't play 2 3s on a single because I started with a single.
But you could play one.
You could play 1 3. Yeah, it has to match and be higher. It can't match either. Okay, I got it.
So this round is going to be nothing but single plays.
Single
Yeah.
plays. That's correct.
Well, then
That's
You don't have to play. You
I
can
wouldn't
choose
have wanted
pass.
to play my 3s.
Then don't play your 3s. Pull them back.
I guess I'm going to put this card back on top of the deck. Because that's the card that you do what it wants. I would play
Okay.
instead.
That's why we're learning.
I would play a 6.
Okay. So what's the 6 do?
I am running.
You have
You
to
discard 1
It's a
card
mage.
from your hand that matches this
card's
card's
suit.
Okay. That's cool.
Is it?
Okay. I'm picking up what this game is putting down. I think. That is a very interesting mechanic.
Yeah.
When it's discarded, it just goes to the bottom of the deck.
Nope, goes to the
Goes to the discard pile.
Discard pile. There we go.
All right. BJ.
So I can only play.
You can only play one card.
This is going to be a very slow match.
Well,
Yeah.
this particular one is because eventually someone is going to hit an ace. The round will end, and then the person who takes the ace will start a new leading combo of their choice. Right. Yeah. Of 1 to 5 cards that everybody has to follow. So this will not take as long as you think.
Should have run.
That's some
We're
thunder.
playing ace.
Storm.
Okay.
Well, that was quick.
Hey, look, that happened.
The card effect is not going to go off
Target
because I
the
did not
next-
play it during another player's turn.
Yes, you did.
It might go
It's
off.
my turn.
No, this. Oh, it's an ace, not a 9.
So during another player's turn, you may activate this card while it's in your hand to cancel a card's effect that targets you as a player. Played this way, you must expose this card, which means it sits in front of you and must be played as a single card player. All right, so the only thing that will beat an ace is a wild.
All right. Oh,
Or
my
it will
life.
beat any rank.
You can play another ace.
No, you can't.
You have to beat it.
It has to be beaten. I was
Yeah,
So
mistaken.
once somebody plays a wild, it's that round is over.
No, a wild will beat anything.
So,
if
he
yes.
has a wild, he can then beat my wild.
Yes,
Okay.
that is correct. But that makes them pretty important because if you win the round, you get to start the next combo and decide whether it's going to be 1 to 5 cards. That's where the strategy is.
Got it.
Do the combos have to match or can they be runs? So is it
They
both
must
or runs?
match. It's 1 of a kind to 5 of a kind.
Gotcha.
Must not be runs. Okay, so are you playing or passing?
I'm playing my wild. It copies PJ's card's effect, which does nothing.
Cool. I'm gonna pass.
Also pass.
Wild.
Okay.
Well, shit. Pass.
All right. Pass.
Also pass.
All right, PJ, you win the round.
Neat.
So take all these cards and put them in the discard pile. Next, actually, we'll flip that up too, please. All right. So now you get to start this round.
Yeah.
You get to play a 1 of a kind to a 5 of a kind of your choice, and we must follow up with the same number of cards, and it must be higher than the rank that you play.
Cool. I'm gonna play 3 4s.
3 4s. You're doing.
Nate is the next player, so I declare high or low. If I said low, the next player must be lower ranked to beat this play. If you said high, the next player must be higher ranked as usual. I'm gonna
Oh.
call low.
Yeah.
So you need to have 3 2 3.
He has to play 3
Three
another player.
threes, 3 twos, or 3
I'm going
ones.
to
Three threes,
reveal
three
that
twos,
I
and 3
have
ones.
a samurai. During another player's turn, you can activate this card while in your hand to cancel a card's effect that targets you as a player. If played in this way, you must expose the card.
Okay.
So that card will now sit in front of him, and he must play it as a 1 of a kind.
Fuck that. God damn, that was mean. Very effective, though. Good job.
And he can play a single. So now are we done?
No, no, I'm not
having
playing
a single.
He's using
This
a
is the
card.
lead combo.
Okay,
Okay.
just exposing that's still in your hand.
Yes.
Yes. This is
He
still in
still
my
now
hand,
must
it's just
play-
out there so that you all know.
3 of a kind higher than 4.
In order to take the lead.
Yes. Oh, so you're a jerk.
You said the goal was to get rid of all the cards in the hand.
That doesn't make you not a jerk.
Oh.
Very effective, though. We'll say
I
that.
can't deny the effectiveness. You're
Well,
still a
there you
jerk.
go. That's not my problem.
It should be at some point, I think.
It probably will. In fact, I probably played this hand completely wrong.
I mean,
probably
it's
should-
everybody's first playthrough of this game. That's going to happen.
Yeah, but if I was thinking a little bit further ahead, I probably should have just done the normal thing and just did a 1 through and then waited towards the end.
Man,
Then to dump that out and
You
just
s-
clear my hand.
It's still Nate's turn, right?
it is still Nate's turn.
So I'm going to play 3 6s, and
Hot,
that
hot.
allows me to discard 1 card from my hand that matches a card's suit.
And he has many suits in that.
I've got this 1 that matches the suit, so that goes to the discard pile.
Neat. I pass. What a fun round this was.
I will play 3 8s.
Fuck all y'all.
Nice.
Berserker Panic. If a player chooses to pass on their turn while this card is part of a
Leading combo.
leading combo, that player must expose a card of their choosing.
Cool. I passed. I'm going to reveal my 1.
Fair enough. Well, are you beating 3 6s there, Nate?
3 8s.
3 8s.
3 8s.
My B.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Thank
So
you.
you need 3 9s or 3 aces or 3 wilds,
Any of those combinations will work.
which I'm pretty positive you ain't got 3 wilds.
Considering I've already seen 3 hit the table and there are only 5, yeah, I would be very surprised.
That'd be pulling some very hinky shit. That's
I
nice
mean,
play.
you met us, right?
Yeah, I am going to.
Right? I'm sitting there looking at my hand. I'm like, I have 3 4s. I can't play 3 4s because he let off 1 card. Cool.
I
Just
did
gonna
like
take the
all
lead.
of that.
Gonna drop my 3 4s.
I also like the chunky drumsticks on the Barbarian.
Oh yes, very much so.
I'm going to pass, and yours is still in effect, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you
I
gotta
will
reveal a card.
The fighter.
A fiber. Fiber.
Force them to dispose of a card from their hand. That card cannot be played this round. Wow. Okay.
Let me see that again. Yep. Variance.
I know, right?
The 5 is not in play. He just has it waiting in the wings.
He's just grumbled.
You probably
I
should
am
have printed-
so grumbled.
You should have probably printed off a second one of those so you guys could have had one at your side.
I'm using the computer typically, but
Yeah, he's using I'm using my phone. We got this.
fine. I'm
got
Feeling we're making him do something he didn't want to do.
Oh no, he is gonna expose.
I pass. You win the round.
Yay!
Take your garbage.
Neat. So the cards we reveal go back to our hands, and these.
I don't think they do. I
No,
think they
they're
remain.
exposed.
Your
They stay
exposed cards
exposed.
stay.
So they stay exposed until we decide to play them.
That is correct.
Neat. So we're just gonna take this like Magic the Gathering. If it's exposed, make it look like it's tapped.
I mean,
And that doesn't
I was doing it just because it's different from the combos.
You can do whatever you want. I'm opening with a 3, which is the healer. I'm drawing this card.
Can you do the thing, please? Paper.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
Three is the healer. Draw one card, then return one card. God damn it! You
I-
fucking.
I put card on bottom deck. Your turn. 1-3. Ball sacks. Sweaty, sweaty ball sacks.
I don't want to do that because that's gonna fuck me over later. So I can't play that card.
You should do
Even
that.
though I would love to do that.
Okay, there we go. Now I can keep an eye on chat.
I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that.
There we go. Just
Why?
had to rearrange my
Sounds
brain.
like you don't want to do it.
Why? God damn it, Callahan! Why are you like this? Fuck, man.
Your
genetics.
I did probably. Shit.
Buzz track.
This is some filth. I need you to know.
I horribly screwed myself by playing that triple at the time I
It
did.
was too soon.
It's too soon. Very much too soon. I pass.
Oh, all right.
Interesting.
Yep.
You
Also
didn't have
horrifying.
better than a 3 or this one.
He might just be waiting.
I don't like any of the tactical options of the members that I have.
It is a wizard's hat. I have it tilted up so that you can see my face.
I will play a monk. I am calling low, so you have to play under my rank.
Okay.
So a 3, a 2, or a 1 in order to beat him.
Yep. That is fucking funny.
Right? That's why I played the 3/4. Like, yeah, that's a get him. I reveal an ace.
Fine. I'm gonna play a 2.
Hey.
All right.
So
Not
now,
playing again.
so wait, hang on. Now he has the leading combo because
He
you
can
beat him.
choose. He can choose not to play again.
And I'm choosing not to play again.
Got it. Okay.
Because you're a poop.
Sorry, PJ. Here's
don't
my
have anything
9.
higher than
That's fine.
Skip PJ.
I'm good.
I have to play in the same suit.
Oh, okay.
Your turn.
All right.
I've come to accept that he's just gonna constantly skip my turns. So it's like
I mean, I'm
whatever.
kind of.
I didn't
tempted to
even-
let
It's
him
like whatever.
do it.
You're next to me, and it just kind of happened that way.
That's
Excuses.
Yeah. That
Really, it is. That's,
cheap ass excuse.
That's what we're looking at.
I know, the hat keeps kind of disappearing, so it's actually kind of working. It's pretty accurate.
Thanks.
Wow, that's another whipping the dick out on the table.
That's spicy.
You wanted to play that one and not the one that was exposed?
I mean, I did want to play the one that was exposed. I'm gonna play that one. So
Neat.
Well, then I'm gonna pass.
actions were taken before thought.
Let's see. I cannot beat an ace, or can I?
If you got a
If
wild,
you've got a
you can.
wild, you sure can. Do you have one of those fancy cards with the star on it? Damn. Fourth wild hit stable. There's only one left.
I pass.
Pass.
Well, this seems like a good time because I know this is the last one.
What? I don't have another one.
I know nobody has one. That's why I did it. So I assume the rest of you are passing.
Was I supposed to duplicate an effect?
The effect you were duplicating does
Would've
not
been-
activate
so-
during play.
Correct. You would have been duplicating his 2.
No,
No, he would have been duplicating an ace again because
Yes.
Nathan played an ace.
The ace does not have an effect in.
In play.
Yes.
It's played.
Right,
It's done from
You
there.
passed. He played
Okay,
the star. Okay, so yeah,
we're good.
So yeah,
So,
everybody
I
else.
passed. Cool. Good talk.
Neato burrito.
I'm gonna just do all that. Let's see. What do I want to
Actually,
do?
Nate's got the right.
Oh wait,
That's the best.
I know. I'm gonna play this exposed 4.
I will follow that with an 8.
The
Why do you
4.
like this?
Hold on.
Gold, he must do a thing.
Oh wait, he has more moves.
Yep. Target the next player.
I'm gonna target Callahan. Declare high or low. If I said
Oh, wait,
low, the next play must be lower ranked to be played.
I will.
I'm gonna pick
expose
low.
my ace.
I'm gonna pick low.
I
He,
exposed my ace.
he exposes his ace,
That
so
does
you
not
cannot
affect
target
me.
him.
Oh, well, fine.
He has parried it.
And then I'll play my ace.
Can you play exposed cards on the turn you use them?
The
Good
fire
question.
prevents you from doing it. I'm going to say yes because the fire specifically has the ability to target the next player.
Oh, if you
force them to
flip
expose
over
a
the
card.
thing, just check the exposed.
See expose in important
Yeah,
terms.
it's on the backside.
It is not on the backside.
Yeah, it is.
No,
No, it is not.
I-
Oh wait, no. When a card is exposed, it becomes visible to all players. Exposed cards are immediately placed face up in that player's exposed hand area, which is directly in front of each player. The exposed hand is part of the player's hand, therefore players must get rid of all cards in their hand, including their exposed hand, to win. In addition, exposed cards can only be played as a single combination.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Then
So it
carry
does
on.
not. Yeah.
Plus,
you
I
can
can say-
if you expose it, you can
the
immediately.
fighter's ability makes them expose it, but they can't use it.
Yeah, I remember you said that. So okay, carry on. The
Ace.
case is high.
It blocks it for the
Oh.
entire round.
Incidentally, no wilds are left. I'm pretty sure that man wins the hand.
Neat.
Pass him.
I pass.
Cool. Good talk.
I play 2/5 somehow.
Fucking rude.
Jesus.
You sure about that?
Also, of note, exposed cards can only be played as single.
Yes.
They cannot be played as pairs.
But
I had so many cards left.
it's over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're out
As
of
soon as
cards,
I run out,
Fucking
yeah. Okay.
pass.
You want to know the funny thing? He counted wrong.
I also had another ace.
weird.
No, not weird. The moment you counted, it said there was 3 out, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, there's only 2 out, good sir.
In fairness, I am much more distracted
cards,
than you.
Is it the hat?
No, it's everything else I'm doing.
I
All right, I want to try one more hand of the original.
fuck that
really
horrible.
Yeah, this is
I like the samurai art too, because he's got a flaming sword.
this is so interesting. Like, it doesn't play quite like you expect. Like, you have to read the rules a couple times. Like, they're very simple rules. They're very clear.
Yeah.
You just have to actually read them.
I fucked that opening hand so badly.
Join the club.
Oh yeah.
My opening hand though was fucking garbage. I had 2 4s, 3 7s, and that was it for what I had for matching. Because I wasn't counting the wilds being matching cards.
I mean, I had 3 3s. So when you led off with 3 4s, I was just like,
I had 3 6s and 3
Now, if he has an
aces. That was
exposed
fucking
ace, can he use the ace that's exposed again?
nope,
to
because it
block
has to be in your hand.
It has
The
to be.
ace specifically states must be in hand.
Yep, it cannot
Alright.
be exposed yet.
Yep.
I know it's part of your overarching hand, but no, you
Yeah,
cannot
I had
repeatedly
a
use
garbage
these.
hand that round. I feel like this is a game
have
where
a
if
good
you
night,
get a
Dad. Thanks for
hand
hanging
that's got a
out.
lot of
Good
high
night.
cards, it's a high chance you're gonna win.
Okay. So now we've all kind of got a game under us. We're allegedly more intelligent about how we're going to play these hands. Callahan didn't seem to have too much trouble. Of course, if you've got a gajillion pairs and things, it works out.
I had a 3 of a kind.
This is a hot hand, Callahan.
It was a high 3 of a kind.
Yeah, that did not help anything for us.
All right.
Want indeed. Well, as it happens, for consecutive games, the winner of the previous game goes first. Yes.
All right. I'm going to start with a 2, and I'll go again.
Okay. Yeah, this is interesting.
That is
you
the
don't,
bard.
You don't always want to play your things as pairs.
Has to match the suit. Yeah, if you've got dastardly things you can do.
I mean, you've met us, right?
I will follow that with an archer. Target any player, randomly select a card from that player's hand, and expose it. Come here, Braden.
Very angry at you. I just got these sorted.
You could have left them sorted,
I won't,
but you could have.
but I won't.
But you could have. This one. We're gonna expose this one. It's a 2.
Neat.
Hopefully, I broke up one of his combos. I'm betting no.
Maybe.
But the 2 is a good
The
one.
2 is a good one to have.
Yes,
It
you hit.
You can just play it again.
Right.
Yeah.
You played a 7?
It is now a 7.
So 7 is the high combo. Interesting.
Guess I'm gonna play my my little 8 here.
It's an 8. Ooh, barbarian.
Player chooses to pass on the turn. While this card is a part of a leading combo, that player must expose a card of their choosing.
All of my hate.
Look, I had one fucking play, and that's all I had.
You know what? That's
In his
fair
defense,
because I also had that play. I choose to pass. Exposed by barbarian.
There you go.
No, you could have played that as a legit
No, you
card.
can't
I
tie.
gotta beat it.
You have to
can't
beat
tie?
it. You
Oh.
cannot tie.
Well-
I thought you could. You could not.
Well, shit.
I'm going to play a 9.
Well, goody gumdrops for you.
Target the next player. Skip their turn.
Fair and balanced.
Get ready.
Neat. I pass.
I pass.
Lovely. Looks like Braden wins the round.
Neat. Isn't that fun for me?
It is fun for you.
Oh, right. I have to keep the...
Now, does the exposed card stay out there for the whole turn?
It's here until the game's over or I play it.
Oh.
Gotcha.
And wouldn't you know it, I think I'm going to lead with the 2.
I would. What are you gonna do?
I'm
Bard.
going to play a 7.
He did it again.
Neato
Sure did.
burrito.
And, you know what, Callahan? One good turn deserves another.
I don't want it.
Your compliance is not back.
I don't want it.
Randomly select a card from that player's hand and expose it.
Neat.
It's an 8.
Ooh, an 8. Ooh, unfortunate.
So many barbarians.
Maybe I broke something up, though.
Maybe you did.
Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Either way, the taste of vengeance is sweet.
It is. It's delicious.
Mm.
Seems like a good time to play that 8.
I don't blame you. I would.
Berserker Panic is in effect.
I dig this. This is very interesting.
Play nice.
Tuning Ace. Now, are you using that on my effect? No, it didn't target you as a
Can't.
player.
Yep.
Yep. Berserker is a wide area effect that does not block by the samurai.
Okay, I'll put out a wild.
Yeah,
You-
interesting. I'll pass.
Fucking dick.
I'm not getting involved in this. 8's no longer the leading combo. I don't care. Get out of here, barbarians.
Wait, if you pass, you have to expose a card.
Sure don't. It's not the leading combo anymore.
Nope.
Oh,
Get wrecked.
well then I pass.
Pass.
Ace is the leading combo now.
As I say,
Well,
Wild is
the
leading
wild is, but
that made it easy.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if a wild had beaten that barbarian,
No,
the
no.
barbarians would have been legal again, but nope. Goodbye.
All right.
Okay, Nate. What you got?
I'm gonna start us off with 4 5s. Braden, please expose a card of your choice.
Fuck off.
4 5s. Fuck you.
I decided to be a dick this time, and
you.
oh boy, did the cards help.
Here's the last one.
He had to expose a what?
I had to expose a card of this.
A card.
Yes. Fuck you.
This is a good time to get ahead, and I'll play my wild.
You need 4 of them.
You would need 4 of those, good sir.
Oh, you have. I
Yeah.
thought you said a wild could beat anything.
Can beat any rank.
It can beat any rank.
Not
You
book.
can't. You still need 4 of them to beat 4 of those.
Now you just exposed that. Did
Uh-huh.
you then pass?
Obviously.
Okay, I also pass.
Neat. Cool. I pass.
Cool.
That's gross. Kill him. Kill him proper.
With what? I don't have anything better than 4 5s.
Nathan has chosen war.
We're fucking dead.
Neato burrito.
Nito burrito.
What you doing, Nate?
So I'm going to go ahead and
Bet you can't fucking do it again.
Let's see.
He probably can't.
Oh man, I can't do the dickhead move.
I mean, you could try.
Oh wait, I can do that. Just not in the way that I wanted to. Fair enough.
I don't like any of that.
So I'm gonna play
Fine,
Air
don't worry about
Bards.
Okay.
A
And-
pair or bard, so he gets to go again.
He has to play 2 cards, at least one of which matches one of those suits.
He does have
archers.
Okay.
And suits match.
So what'd you play?
Uh,
Pair of archers.
Archers,
which is-
7.
He's going to pick a player and make them expose a card randomly.
BJ, you haven't been picked on much.
2 sevens. That's Ow.
Choose these.
You've exposed my one. Sucks to be you.
How many
I'm
cards
so
do you
disappointed.
have?
This is a problem.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Obligated to worry about it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing what the fuck kind of pain train he has pointed in my direction.
Oh, you really don't want to know.
I do. I am fascinated immediately.
Who's mine?
It is Britain's.
Brayton's. That's why I said, don't worry about it.
What did he expose?
There's
a one.
literally only
I'm passing.
Nate.
Oh wait, sorry. I have 3 because I still have the 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here comes 2 aces.
Neat.
Because I need control of the round.
Yeah, somebody's got to wrest that away from me.
Right. It's insane. If this ain't gonna get any better if he keeps getting a start.
Pass.
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 Cool.
Have that, Mang.
Now, unfortunately, I couldn't maintain that for very long.
You're killing the smalls. If you
So,
fuck me over, you're gonna let him in. I'm just gonna tell you that now.
Yeah, our goal to stop him is to get him to expose as many cards as possible.
I have a nuclear submarine pointed directly at his head, and it relies on him being cool.
Well, we're doomed.
yeah, I'm gonna play a 3, a singular 3, which means I look at this card and then I decide what cards go to the bottom of the deck.
Yeah, you draw a card and you put a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck.
Wait, no, that's not. Draw 1 card, then
Yeah.
then 1.
So you draw one and you pick one from your hand to go to the bottom.
It just looks at the top and you put it back. Okay.
Among other things.
Like,
Oh, unless it matches.
Yeah, you can steal around with the Oracle.
Right.
If you're
Done?
lucky.
It's a 3.
Yeah,
Neat.
it's split a 3.
9. Nate, you're skipped.
I see.
You know
Right,
what?
you're up.
That's fair.
Okay, okay. I can work with that.
Not very much.
Not by much, but you know what? It means PJ's gonna start the round instead of Nate.
Trust me, fam, I got this.
I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna pass.
How many cards do you have left?
So many.
9. Because I've got a 1 that's sitting out there exposed.
It wasn't the one that I had hoped he'd pulled, but it was better
Do I
than
want to
what
rest control,
was sitting in my.
or do I
Yeah.
want to let him continue?
Well, PJ and I are both firmly in last this round, so that's up to you, but I think there's a minimal risk of there being problems if you let him continue his reign of terror on Nathan.
It'll be funny.
I'm gonna let you continue your reign of
It
terror.
would be funny.
Good
Neat.
choice. All right. PJ wins the round.
Awesome. Pair of 6s. And that is a mage. Discard 1 card from your hand that matches this card's suit.
So pick one and bin it.
Is it a must?
No, I think you have the
Discard one
option,
card from your hand that matches this card's suit.
but you don't have to.
I don't think you
action
have to
card.
do it.
Neat.
It says you can. I think it's
It does not say you can. It
In
says
the
discard.
Oh, actually, I will
No, I mean
discard.
the rules.
I'm going to discard that 4 of water.
Cool.
Yep, 4 of water.
Oh, pass.
Neat.
Pass.
I'll kick his
Yeah,
teeth
good.
in.
I made.
Cool.
I'm here for keep teeth kicking. Nathan was a bully. Punish you. Yeah. The way to stop people from winning is to just expose a bunch of their.
So they have to play him single limit.
Yes. That is the way you stop people from getting too far ahead.
I'm going to play the 1.
Oh, you're gonna pull an Oracle
Singular
nonsense.
one.
Yep.
Wait,
Top of the deck.
Probably view the top card of the deck.
Matches the suit, he can just win the round and keep going.
Nope, doesn't match the card.
So it goes back to the top.
Yep.
Goes back to the top.
All right. I'm gonna play that 8.
Neat.
Pass.
A 9.
If you're passing, you must expose a card.
Fuck. Look, barbarian.
Glorious.
I skipped PJ.
You're a poop.
You're a dumbass.
He's got 2 cards left. What are you
He's
doing?
got 2 cards left. I've got 5.
I didn't want to pass.
What are you doing?
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Okay.
Pass.
I've got to expose another one. Because
Well, that means all 3 of us passed.
yeah,
Nate wins right.
I won.
Wait, what'd you play?
he played a 9. He got control.
Yeah, he skipped him. He skipped him.
And then you passed.
Oh wait,
I
you
have
have to, so I don't have to expose shit. Okay.
I don't have to expose a card. That's only when the barbarian's on top.
Yeah.
Barbarian's no longer.
Right,
Nine's
top.
it.
Control.
9.
Yeah, the assassin took
Never
control.
mind.
So,
Round's over, I guess.
yeah, round's over, I guess. Enjoy.
Hang on.
Hanging on.
How many you got left?
He's got 2. He played a 9. Which means Callahan is going to have
Ace.
Okay.
All right.
So Ace is leading.
Neat.
Pass.
Pass.
You got a
many
wild
cards do
drop
you
on
have
that?
4.
Yeah, you're also now becoming.
And one of them is exposed.
No.
He has no exposed cards.
I am so bummed. I have 2.
Out of everybody here at this table, I think I'm the only one that could stop Nate.
Yeah, the problem is you are now also becoming a problem.
Yeah, you're also a threat.
That's the thing. I don't know how you
pass.
this would
The
become the
illusionist
How you play the. Gotcha.
Sure.
copies the
He
rank
beats.
and
He
effect
copies
of
the ace.
the ace.
But it doesn't matter because
Which
the ace
doesn't.
just reveals. it.
Okay, well, I am going to also play the illusionist because I cannot see. I will die. No. You're such a fuck stick.
So, how's the weather, Nate?
Oh,
Pretty stormy. yeah.
Passing.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Passing. Woo! God. You're the worst.
I'm gonna open with
Oh.
barbarian pack.
beautiful.
Neat.
Hate you so much.
9.
Nate
Well, I
skipped.
skipped.
I pass.
Let's expose a card. Oh wait.
No, I must.
Oh,
fuck
no.
off.
My assassin is on top. Nate got skipped.
Carry on.
I pass.
Neat. I won the round.
Enjoy. Someday I'll get to play.
Someday.
1.
Maybe.
Oracle. Probably give you the suit. Nope.
Cool. Good talk.
It goes on the top.
I get to actually do a thing.
You
Good,
get to do a
Nate.
thing.
I shall play a 3.
I made a
Neat.
mistake.
Draw 1 card, then return 1 card from your hand to the bottom of the deck.
Like any of that.
Fine, because I know what card he drew.
It's not gonna help. But you don't know if he threw it away.
Yeah. He also might have just thrown it away.
That's what I've done on all of my draws.
So.
sorry.
What'd you play?
He-
4? 3.
He's got a
3.
I can actually maybe do something.
You have a 5 and an 8 exposed.
I
You
do.
can
I'm
play
gonna
one
play
of those.
5.
5 is the
Fighter. Target the next player. Force them to expose a card from their hand. That card cannot be played this round.
What'd you play?
I didn't play anything. You played the 5.
Yeah. Expose card, please.
Oh, me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
you're the
next
player.
player.
Oh.
I don't get to pick. It's just
Oh.
you.
You pick a card and it gets exposed. You can't play it. That's just out of your hand.
What are you exposing?
A 4.
Neat.
A monk. Oh,
Proceed.
Pass.
Yeah. Pass.
Are you passing or playing?
I'm deciding.
I'm waiting to see.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
No, no, my
He just got up.
it fell down.
Not many, but they are there.
I know.
Ace.
Okay. That goes.
Pass.
Jesus. Pass.
Told you I had a nuclear submarine pointed directly at Nate.
Yeah, the problem is,
Also pass.
how many cards do you have left?
None. Because I'm out with a 9. 3 9s, 2 6s, 3 aces,
Yeah,
2 1s. I was looking. He dealt me this hand, and I'm just sitting here going, "Keep coming, Callahan. This is the best you've treated me ever at this table." And then suddenly everybody's just like, "Nate's a problem." Oh, you played down 4, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?
When I
Just let me off the chain. Just let me
I
off."
played 2 4s instead of my singular 8.
I would have still
Because-
beat you.
Yes, but it's way easier to play a single than it is
Yeah. If you get down to
if
the
you
point,
don't have
singles are
control
much
of the
easier.
round and they're not playing doubles, you're just stuck.
Yeah.
If they're low, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they looked at what the fuck was happening and thought that I was the threat at that point.
You
you
dumpstered
were
a
the
ton of
threat.
cards right off the bat.
I dumpstered a shit ton of cards, and then they specifically arranged things for you to go ham.
Yeah.
Over multiple rounds. Because dumpster all of your
I
cards
put
while
it in-
preventing me from doing shit.
Yeah, that was the only option they had left to stop you from winning that
I
round.
put an end to it.
I had 2 3s and an 8.
That's
I was
good.
pretty well fucked.
Yeah, because all of my
I got down to 1 card. I'm amazed I got down to
that's why when you picked up the card from there, and like, odds are he probably took the card because it was a single 6.
Yeah.
6 is pretty decent in this game. It blocks out. It will beat over half the cards.
Yeah, and
so I'm like,
I had
Yeah.
2 3s in my hand. The 6 was objectively better.
yeah. And then I'm sitting here looking at my cards, and I'm like, my lowest double at this point
Yeah,
is
well,
the 6s. Odds are, whatever double he's got left is not going to be able to.
Thunder
do shit.
Island.
These two started beating
What are the
each other in the
rules
face of wild cards, and I'm just sitting, sure, burn your only way to beat my aces, man. I'm just going to sit here and just chill.
So you're gonna deal.
And
3
then I'm
cards
just
to
like,
each player.
cool, little red buttons all over the place.
The remaining cards in the deck go face down in the middle of the table.
Okay. That's much less cards.
Yeah.
Are we still playing till we run out?
Exactly.
That was great. That was a perfect hand.
Be the first player to win 10 points, known as loot.
I'm just glad I managed to pull that play off and actually win the hand.
That
Hey.
was fucking ridiculous.
That was what the heck? Of course,
All right.
Callahan
So
feeling he went
bring the
back on his
chalkers.
bullshit
Let's
again.
roll to see who goes first.
Big Bertha's right there.
Roberta will work.
I keep calling it Big Bertha. I've played way too much Age of Empires as a kid.
54.
You are incorrect. There is no maximum amount of that. The more it rots your brain, the better it is.
98.
Fuck off!
51.
Well, at least I got over half. 58.
That's-
Suck. Bitch, plastic hand. God damn it.
Neat. All right.
How's it?
So, starting with the first player and going clockwise around the table, each player takes a turn consisting of 3 phases in the following order. Phase 1 is draw. You draw from the deck until you have 3 cards in your hand. If the deck runs out of cards at any time during the game, the current turn's player must immediately shuffle all cards in the discard pile and form a new deck.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
You already have 3, so you're fine. Phase 2, build your party. Play up to 1 card from your hand face up to table area directly in front of you. This area is now known as your party. You can have a maximum of 2 cards in your party. If you already have 2 cards in your party, you may replace a card in your party with a card from your hand by discarding the card in your party that you want to replace. Okay. After playing a card, activate its effect if possible. And then phase 3A is fight. To fight, you must have at least 1 card in your party. You may declare and take 1, 2, or 3 cards from the top of your deck, keeping the face of the cards hidden from all players, including yourself, and lay them face down in the middle of the table.
Oh,
This is
you
gonna
gotta
go well.
You gotta beat the hand. It's 3-card poker.
These cards, known as foes, and the number of cards taken represent how many foes you want to fight with your party.
You were never allowed to
And
do it
then
again.
3B, determine a victor. Flip the foe's face up for all players to see. Then compare the total sum of the rank of your party to the total sum of the rank of the foes. The ace and the wild are both treated as 10. There are 2 possible outcomes, win or lose. Win. If the total sum of the rank of your party is greater than the total sum of the rank of the foes, take the foes and place them as loot face up into your loot pile, as you've defeated the foes and taken their loot. Foes turn into loot if you win.
Sorry.
If the total sum of the rank of your party is equal to or lower than the total sum of the rank of the foes, you discard the foes as they have escaped with the loot. Then you retire your party by discarding all cards in your party to the discard pile. So
Okay.
they have an example of that here. And
And
then,
then you just need to be the first one to 10 cards.
yep, basically, the cards do different things now. And
Oh, yeah.
bonus effects. Players can be granted a unique bonus effect during the fight phase of their turn when 2 cards in their party both share the same rank, known as a double bonus, or same suit, known as Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, or Void bonus. So 2 of the same number or 2 of the same suit give you things.
What are the double? What does the 2 of the same suit give you?
2 of the same suit depends on the suit.
No, 2 of the same. Sorry, 2 of the same number.
2 of the same number multiplies the sum of the rank of your party by 2.
Awesome. So it's worthless for me.
A party with an ace and a wild do not get a double bonus, but a party with 2 aces or 2 wilds will. And then if you do the suit, you get a different benefit.
Neat. This is worthless.
So,
You're gonna see how terrible my hand is.
I'm looking forward to it.
That last round was the one and only time he has actually dealt me a good freaking hand ever in any game.
I missed what the extra bonuses were.
they're on this sheet.
They're also on the back of the little card that you got.
Yeah, they're on the back of the Treasure Island card we got.
Treasure Island is
Here.
the one
Yeah,
we
I
got
got-
the
I got
rules
Yes.
for.
Now, it does look like you do not have to fight. You may choose whether or not you want.
So you either fight and take their stuff, or you don't fight and they run off with it anyway.
Well, no, if you don't fight, you're just building your party.
Yeah.
You can have up to 2 cards in your party. So you might wait to try and fight 3 cards if you have 2 strong cards in your hand, or you want to get a matching suit
All right.
bonus or something.
I will lead out with an ace.
Okay. Well, Nathan's starting, isn't he? Or did you?
No.
I rolled a 98.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you're poop. Okay. Well, then PJ, go ahead. PJ was complaining he was going last, so.
No, it wasn't that.
Unless he would like to fight using the ace.
Would you like to fight using the ace?
Oh, I missed that. I thought we waited.
You may choose. You can either fight with your 1 card or you can wait.
If
I'll
you
wait.
fight, you do need to discard your party at the end.
Yes.
I will wait.
Also, your cards have effects.
They sure do.
There are
What
some
does
of them
the
that are
ace
kind
do?
of the same. The ace is still a samurai. You activate the card, cancel the card's effect that targets you as a player. The assassin is different. The assassin doesn't skip a turn. You can discard. You can target any player and discard any card in their party if possible.
Oh, that's a dick move.
Hilarious.
Oh, that's also
What
a
now?
dick.
What just happened?
We are examining.
We're examining the
card
rules for
effects.
Treasure Island specifically to see what the new characters do.
New character. They do new things.
They do new things.
The other side of this.
I will play a one, an oracle.
They do different
I'm
things.
going to look at the top card of the deck. Is it the same? Is it the
No.
same suit?
No, the Oracle.
It is the same suit.
Same suit as this card.
Take it as loot. Neat. So I got a loot of 5. Sweet.
Well, they don't count for anything. It's just loot. You have 1 point.
What?
You need 10 cards.
You
to
need
win.
10 cards. You need 10 loot to win.
Yeah.
So it's
So you have a loot for free that you didn't have to fight.
yeah.
Hate
Yes.
all of you.
What are you talking about?
That's awesome.
You're 1/10 to winning.
You are winning, sir.
I'm not fighting anybody, obviously. So
Maybe you could. Don't be a coward.
it's all yours, Nate.
You don't want to fight with that one?
Nope.
Don't be a coward.
Hey,
Now-
Biden,
Hey, what?
you still got 3 cards, right?
Yeah, I do. What are you doing?
I'm going to play the Berserker.
Oh my god, why are you like this?
The player must reveal their hand to all players and discard their highest ranked card.
Oh,
Oh, you picked me.
This
if there's a,
Any player and you picked me.
this
had
is
the most
way
cards.
meaner.
if there's a tie, you can choose which card is discarded instead. Wow!
3 and ace.
Discard the ace.
Yep, there, by my ace.
That was
That was a horrible dick move. See, and I thought my other option was evil.
Wait, hold on.
That
Hold on.
was
He
cruel.
could have activated the ace while it was in his hand to negate the
That
effect.
that is true. You could have done that.
I'm going to do that.
You must play this card to your party. So you activate it and you just play it to your
Yeah,
party.
I will
You
do
block
that.
it.
Play this card to your party, right? If you do it that way.
So basically, if you ever get targeted by the Berserker and you have an ace in your hand, you lose nothing by just playing it
You
immediately.
actually gain something because you
It's,
only play.
yeah,
one
it's
card
worth an
at a time.
attack power of 10.
Yeah, that's not too
So yeah, no, that,
All right,
that is,
cool.
neat.
So I'm gonna-
I'm actually
That's
going
good to know.
I'm actually going to fight.
Okay.
I choose to fight 1 card.
One card.
You're fighting. Oh, right. He's got to look at it himself.
And then flip it over. Let's see what you're fighting.
No, I thought he.
He wins.
So he wins.
So he gets
8 on 5. So he
And
gets
he
that as a
retires
win.
his party.
And the 8 goes to the bin.
Goodbye, Mr. Barbarian. You did good work.
All right, so my turn. I dropped to 3 cards because somebody attacked my hand.
You're welcome.
Like a poo.
Like a
You might want to.
All right, let's see what we got. All right, so
How's chat doing, Nate?
I
I don't know. I've had the rules pulled up.
I've been mostly paying attention.
Okay, good. Because yeah, I do not have the room on here to
Ooh,
also
the
have
mage
chat.
is a steely one. This one.
Yeah.
The sixes. You can steal loot from other players.
Hate all of that.
All right.
According to Cribble's chat is behaving. She is trustworthy.
Oh, and the
I
fighter
trust
does
her
it too. A lot of these steal
Select a
from the
card
other
from your
players.
hand and look at it privately. If that
Alright.
card is the same suit as this card, steal one loot from their loot pile if possible. Otherwise, the selected card gets discarded. That is a dick move.
I'm gonna play the healer.
So it screws the
Choice.
person over regardless of what happens to them.
I am going to fight. I would like to select to fight 2 cards.
Okay.
Alright.
One.
So I have a party strength of
13.
Card on the table except for
You are facing a party strength of 14.
I lose.
Fucking lose.
But he can keep the ace.
And I will keep the ace.
How do you keep the ace?
The healer.
The healer does.
Yes.
Oh.
The healer,
The healer lets me do things.
And I will draw up to 3 cards.
I wouldn't know what that's like.
Shush you.
Interesting. Oh,
No, you'll see in a second why.
Will
Yeah.
I?
You will, because it'll be funny.
All right, Nathan
Well-
has 2 loot.
Funny for you guys.
You have 1 loot.
Not so funny for me. This
You have 1 loot. We've done it.
That's like winning 10 cents in the lottery. It's
You
not,
got 10 cents out of it.
it's just not good.
yeah, you got 10 cents out of it. It cost me $5 to buy the ticket.
No, it cost you 1.
It's a deal. You take.
Still down 90 cents.
Got to spend money to make money.
You got 90 more cents that you got to spend. Spend that 90 cents. You might end
No,
up
no,
with end up with a whole 15 cents.
I have no cents left.
But you're due.
this starting hand was fucking horrible. It's bad.
I mean, considering the whooping you handed us.
I went from a nuclear armed submarine to not even a stick. I had a twig.
So you're gonna look up there and do some things.
oh wait, is it?
You look at it privately.
Okay. It is the same suit. Take it as loot. Otherwise, place it.
Is it a
back on
water
top of
suit?
the deck. Yeah, I understand that.
Actually, what's the bonus you get for being double water?
That's a great question.
Water bonus. Increase the rank of a card in your party to 10. Fuck off.
Yeah, the suit bonuses are really fucking good.
They're strong.
Fucking just dick.
I choose.
No sense left. So
Not
absolutely
to
can't afford a
fight.
penny for your thoughts.
Interesting.
Neat.
I see you, Tribs. I see you.
So I'm going to draw 1 card.
Awesome.
You can't afford a penny for his thoughts, Tribbles.
I'm gonna play my second one.
You might be able to swing a peso.
Ooh, with
that's
2
double
1s,
insult.
you could double your power to 4.
Now you see why I said I went from a nuclear armed submarine to less than a twig?
No,
I mean,
it's double twigs.
yeah, now you have a power of 4.
It's like
Oh, bonito burrito. That doesn't match my suit.
Would you like to fight with your party of 4?
Does it fucking look like I want to fight with a party of 4? No.
Don't be a coward!
I should draw up to a 3.
I'm a coward, I, sir. I'm a pair of oracles, and that is it.
Don't be a chimkin!
I am a chipkin.
I shall play the monk. And I want to see you fight. So I'm going to make you fight.
So what happens if I lose?
Your party gets retired? They
Yeah.
must fight right now if possible.
Cool,
Assuming
I
you're gonna
lost.
pick one.
Neat.
Well, you didn't have to fight both. You didn't have to fight 2 things. You could fight anywhere from 1 to 3.
He has to
No, he
fight
has to fight
3.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Neat.
3 foes?
I fought 1 with nothing. I lost.
Amazing.
Neat. I fought nothing with 3 and I lost. Awesome. Good talk.
Jeez.
That's a dick move, but goddamn was it funny.
I mean, you're not wrong, but Jesus. You're a problem.
I am a problem. This gives me so many opportunities to be a problem. I kind of love it.
many of the cards steal loot, and I'm immune.
Alright, well, I guess I'm going to draw up to 3.
And that means what to me?
I don't know.
I know the card that he just drew. Because I looked at it.
Okay, I need that sheet. Okay. Yes. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure that's something I care enough about right now. But maybe I do. I am going to play this lovely bard.
It matches the suit.
Yep.
So he got
I have the earth bonus.
a bonus. You lose a fight, you may keep your party on the table.
Yes. So I'm going to fight 2 and see if I can beat 12.
12. You've got good odds.
Not good enough.
14.
That's 14.
But he can still keep it on the
I'm
table.
going to keep my party.
That was a good move.
I had to try.
Alright. I'm gonna draw this.
I like to think I'm a smart bean. It doesn't always work out
I'm gonna
that
play
way.
this, and I'm going to choose to fight.
One moment. You can have a maximum of 2 in your party. In order to play that one, you must replace one, or you can hold it in your hand.
Oh, well then I will hold on to it.
There you go.
I would have fought last time if I would have known that.
Well,
That's my fault. I thought you said you could have up to 3.
you can fight up to 3. You can have up to 2.
I will fight 3 because he's a 10, so
Yeah.
I'm at 20.
It's as good as it's going to get. So we got 4,
Uh-oh.
14.
16.
Son of a bitch.
Then my party retires.
Yep.
These foes have been just absolute jerks.
Neat.
Don't look over here. I had nothing.
I'm gonna play 4 and make Nate fight 3 enemies.
Adorable.
Fucking lol.
Nope.
5.
Nope.
Another 2.
Nope. You actually won that one.
Well,
Actually,
you can't
no.
fight them all as a trio.
Yeah.
Now you can keep using your earth bonus, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm fucked.
So Nathan loses that
Bye-bye.
in his thing.
Yeah, they
So
went
yeah,
away.
using that on me is not going to do anything.
And do you wish to fight?
But there are things that will mess with your party too. So if someone decides that they're tired of me sitting here with a party of
I'm
12,
done.
right, which is not all that impressive,
What? Ooh.
but it is going to let me just keep declaring 2 until I win 2. Or if I'm feeling particularly cheeky, I could say 3, but the odds of that are real bad.
Yeah, the odds aren't great on that one.
I would rather just keep going for 2s until I get my 2.
I kind of prefer the first version that we played.
I prefer this one actually. I think there's a lot more strategy to it.
I like the speed of the first one.
I'm going to play healer, and I will decline to fight.
Interesting. Okay. I have no cards I'm allowed to draw, so I'm gonna fight 2. Jesus Christ! How?
He got punched in the face. Hard.
This poor party has been through the damn ringer.
But are you keeping them?
ace and a
Yeah!
Okay.
God. I'm so sorry to this bard and this samurai who are just doing their best, and I keep putting them up against the world's worst things.
I'm going to choose to play my set. I'm going to target a player. I select a card from their hand and look at it privately. If that card is higher than 7, I steal 1 loot from their loot pile if possible.
Hooray, it won't be me because I have no
Otherwise,
loot.
the selected card gets discarded.
Hooray, it won't be me, I have no loot.
That's another reason why I don't like this is because it's there's no drawbacks for playing it. Pick one.
I mean, there's a lot more interaction, so there's a lot more strategy.
It gets discarded.
Yep.
Do you not have any loot?
No.
No, it didn't. It wasn't-
didn't match.
Oh wait, it was higher than 7.
No, it's a wild.
So
If
yeah,
that card
that's
is
higher.
higher than 7, steal 1 loot
Yes,
from the loot pile.
correct.
So you keep this, and I steal your loot.
So, Callahan, you have 3 loot?
4.
Jesus, I need to get the sword book updated, sorry. Okay, so you tell me when you get loot. So I may keep things up to date, so
There's no drawbacks to any of these cards.
it's not supposed
I
to.
don't like that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to actually strategery.
Drawbacks to the cards are other people are going to punch you in the face if you're addicted.
Yes,
Unless you don't have the cards to punch them in the face.
you will get the cards to punch them in the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a punch back.
Somebody is going to punch that man in his mouth.
It's right in the mouth. Like Brayden knows it.
I do. I understand exactly what this is. This is a take that game.
So I think I missed something. Why did your party stick around?
He has
Earth
the
bonus.
Earth bonus.
Whenever I
You have to keep
lose,
them
I get to
until
keep my party.
Not anymore, he doesn't. That samurai's going bye-bye.
Well, now I'm going to end your whole career.
Target any player, discard any card.
It's too powerful of a combo. I can't leave it sit there.
When I win, it goes away. I'm just trying to win. I haven't played any cards.
That party was useless. That doesn't go in my loot pile.
That goes to the discard.
It's just I know
don't give him any.
Targeting that was
it's
dumb.
as big as the discard pile, but you know.
I'll fight one character. Oh look, I got it, my loot back. Yay! You're up.
All right. Like that combo was not very powerful.
It allows you to just freebie try 2 shots every single time.
As
if you
long as I
win.
don't draw or play cards.
It's
I haven't drawn or played cards in 2 turns, PJ.
Because he has.
Because I keep losing.
I'm going to play a 9, which
Now you've let me off the chain, and I'm going to start bullying.
I'm a sniper 7.
He dies.
He dies.
Ooh, the assassin.
And they have the void bonus, which boosts the total rank of my party by 10. So that is 22. And I'm gonna fight 3.
See, that's the man you needed to punch in the mouth.
No, this is
Well, I knew he had a wild, so I knew I had a 50.
I wasn't yelling at you.
that is 16.
Yep.
So,
You handily beat them, so you get 3 to your pile. So he's up to 4.
And during my discard phase, my healer ensures that my assassin sticks around. That goes to my discard phase. Thanks.
All right.
All right, that was me.
Well, now I have to look at what my cards do because they matter. Someone decided that they needed to matter. So
It's a participation sport. I've been
Also,
picking
I'm not
up.
participating.
I've been bullying Nathan most
It's
of
an
the night.
assassin Corgi.
I'm in last. I haven't gotten a loot yet.
Everyone
Fuck
look
off.
though. It's an assassin
stole mine.
Corgi. Look how adorable that is.
It is so
It
adorable.
kills you with cuteness and knives, but also cuteness.
The knives are pretty cute too.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm going to. We're gonna play this 5. We're
Okay.
gonna play a fighter. I'm gonna target Nathan. And I'm going to target any player, select a card from their hand, and look at it privately. If the card is lower than 5, I steal a loot from their loot pile if possible. Otherwise, the selected card gets discarded.
Not bad, not bad.
Aha! Give me your loot.
Okay,
I'm on the board!
He's on the board.
We did it!
Well, you
I'm
did
going to
it.
fight 1 card.
That's a 50-50 shot. Get it.
We tie. I still lose.
Yay.
Ties are an automatic lose.
Ties are a lose.
Ties go to the defender, which is the Raiders.
Fucking hell. That was better than a 50-50 shot.
Right, draw card. Oh,
7? Yeah, that was better than 50-50 shot.
So mad. Actually, it wasn't. It was worse than 50-50, but it was the sevens at time.
I'm gonna play a 4 and kill your assassin.
6 pounds of vengeance roll. Nat 1 gets the exercise.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If no Nat 1,
I'm sorry,
no
the 4 is
exercise.
not this.
What?
You must fight 3 foes.
Okay, there we go.
So you've still got a shot, because it's a 9.
It's not a good shot.
There's your 3.
Alright. What do you win?
He got kicked in the
Black.
face.
Oh,
Fucking
that was
barely.
close.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Still a shellacking.
Alright.
I
Not quite.
am going
as
to pull a
much.
ballsy move and
Okay.
attempt to fight.
With your.
With my
You're not
4.
going to add up to your party?
I'm gonna try to fight with 4.
Okay, you can't add to your party after you fight.
Cool.
Get fucked. Alright, we must roll for exercise.
Other pile.
Thank you.
We're rolling the d20s again.
Apparently we are.
I don't keep
Dribble hath demanded it in exchange for
That's it. After
Forget
tonight,
exercise.
this is not being rolled for exercise again, so we're clear.
Okay.
So what is it? Lowest
If
or
you roll
highest?
a nat, if anyone gets a nat 1, they get an exercise. If no nat 1s are rolled, nobody gets exercise.
Okay. I'll just wait to come. I'll just wait until this is done in order to play my card.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I could have done this better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I can recover from this.
What'd you get? 6?
I have an 8
8?
so far.
That's 16.
Sweet.
It's highest one gets it, or what are we rolling?
Try not to hit a 1.
Fail. If you crit fail, you have to do the exercise.
That's it.
If nobody gets a crit fail, nobody gets exercise.
Service is being quite nice.
That's
13.
Got real fucking close.
Got real fucking close. Yep.
7. You did it.
Got real close there for a second.
Thank you, thank you. Back in the box you go. Ta-da. Now back to the Corgis.
Is it Corgis?
Sorry for yelling right into the mic. Just hold on.
Yeah.
No. Do it, Paul. They are.
All these squares make a circle. The problem is I don't need a circle. I need a square.
Have you considered a larger square?
It's not going to help, man.
Have you considered an even larger square?
It's not going to help.
I don't think you're understanding me. Just think of a really, really big square.
It's
Would
not
that
going to help. What part of it's not going to help is not did you not get?
everything goes in the square hole.
Right.
Therefore, all you need is a square.
Square hole.
Okay, you don't even need a square. I mean, put the cylinder in there. Put the semicircle.
How much loot are you all up to?
I'm up to 4.
1.
Neat.
3.
Gonna replace. So if we play a card into our party, we replace one that's there.
Yes.
Neat. Gonna play 6, and I'm gonna target Callahan. I get to look at one card at random from your hand and check it out privately. If it is an Earth card, I get to steal loot. Otherwise, your card gets nuked.
Interesting.
Look, he stole my freaking Corgi. I want him back.
He's a good pupper.
Nope, that gets discarded.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
It's worse than you know.
That's a wild that just got binned.
Yeah.
That's a
Smart
copy
Money
and
says, I know what that is.
Yeah. I'll show everyone else. It's even worse.
It's
It was
another
the-
wild.
It was the Earth.
Now,
I was fucked no matter what.
Oh god.
well, you could.
But I could have had a 40-point party.
you could have.
You could
I would have easily.
Oh god. Yeah.
Crashed.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's fucking.
That's
mean.
so good.
But see, the thing is, if I would have picked the other one and got my Corgi back, he would have been sitting on 2 wilds for a 40-point party. You know, just like, oh,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was good.
Face
That
it.
was good.
15. What are the odds on beating a two-level party?
Not bad.
8 and 9. Bonito burrito.
However, the deck hates everybody, so
Cool.
Apparently.
like I have lost
Awesome.
every fight I've
Great talk.
All right.
I've lost every fight I've entered too.
No, you had loot at one point. Oh, no,
No.
you got that from the card.
I got that from a card. I did not get that legit.
I've been getting
Fight.
loot from my fellow players, not by defeating enemies.
Yeah. This is not.
Like a pirate.
Play.
Yar, yar.
And then my turn.
Neat.
What'd you do?
Are you
Play.
not facing? Are you not forcing anybody to fight with a 0?
It's
No, that's not
Just
what
a
it
burn
That's
card.
not what it does.
no, the 3 is the healer.
Yeah.
You're thinking
Oh.
of 4.
The monk.
Yeah.
All right, so
Halo just lets me keep a dude around after the fight.
Keep a duty. Oh, I'm going to start shuffling these.
You
Let's go
got
down
it.
to 1.
all right. Well, I am an equal opportunity Steely.
This tracks.
So I'm gonna play the archer, and I'm gonna look at Callahan's hand.
He does have the most loot.
It's your wild.
I'm gonna steal a loot from
Higher
him.
than 7. Yep.
Look at that beautiful loot I'm stealing.
You shouldn't have showed him that other card, man.
I mean, I already suspected that's what it is.
I mean,
He did not have to show me. So I'm gonna go to 2.
One,
Bring
go for it.
Callahan back down to a reasonable 3.
and then this goes back on top.
Do I want to fight with a 7, knowing what's happened to me every time I've tried to be a responsible fighter? Yeah.
I can't recommend it.
Last card in the deck. 3!
Hey, I'm up to 3. I get to actually be part of the conversation finally.
I draw 2 cards.
I'm just gonna sit here.
I mean, with all the high cards out, it was only a matter of time.
What you doing, Galahad?
Thinking.
I can
Well,
smell
he
the
still has
gears
his
burning
wild,
already.
so because I took his loot, so he got to keep his. which was nice for him.
That's true.
It was also nice for me.
I'll put it out there.
Putting it out there, you're tired of us poaching?
But I cannot duplicate. This is why I wish I would have kept my 4 out there. Because when you play a wild, it lets you duplicate the effect of a card that you already have.
Correct. Good sir.
So I could have done it again. So
That's some dirty bull.
I will not fight.
You don't want to fight with a 10?
Don't want to fight with the 10.
Neat.
That man with his greed.
Awesome.
That
Splendid.
man wants to fight 3 things. Be a big shot.
I do.
Show who's the swollest of Corgis.
Swolgy!
Swolgy!
Because it just wouldn't be fair without playing yet another fucking one.
Oh wow, you get a lot of those.
Yeah. Hey, neat.
Is it any good?
Nope. I'm done.
All right, congratulations. You're drawing garbage.
Yeah. Been drawing garbage the
Garbage.
entire fucking time.
No, I'm talking to Nathan.
You have to drop to 3 first. Because
Yeah, enjoy
it
your
might-
garbage.
It might
Yeah,
be better.
enjoy your garbage.
Oh, but it's not because PG already knows it's garbage.
Yes, that's why I know. It brings
No, not necessarily. It's just it didn't matter. It was a 20% chance I get a free loot. That's the only way I've managed to actually get loot this time. Is literally off of a fucking oracle. That's it.
Play a 6.
It's the card that I looked at.
That's the
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, what?
I'd like to look at your hand, please.
Have
On
at
the
it.
other hand, look at
No.
If that card is
You select a card from the hand and look at it privately, not the whole hand.
Yeah, I know.
Just one card.
steal one
Is it,
loot
the
from your
same,
loot pile.
is it a void suit?
If it
Yes.
matches void.
This one is not.
Otherwise, it gets discarded. No,
Yep.
wait. Yes. Otherwise, you discard.
Yeah.
If it matches the suit, you steal loot. If it doesn't, it gets
Oh, I wanted
discarded.
that.
Yep.
I wanted the bully.
Barbarian goes away, and I will choose to
Is
fight.
that not what?
He didn't match
Is
the
that not
suit.
void?
That's
What is
fire.
that? Oh, that's
That's
fire.
fire.
Yep. Fire.
And I will fight 1.
It's red, not purple.
That's 10.
Son of a bitch.
Cheats your 9.
But because I have a
Oh,
healer,
fire bonus.
6, 6,
Good.
Yep.
Reduce the rank of a foe to 0.
I know. That would have been nice. I'm going to draw 2 cards back up to 3. What we got here? Oh, interesting. Interesting.
I'm down to 3, right? Yeah.
Hey, Callahan.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to fight 3 things right now. Do it as a favor to me.
I lose.
Get fucked.
Oh, you got your teeth kicked in, didn't you?
I'm done.
that does tend to happen.
Fucking ouch, man.
I mean,
He has been scoring the most.
Brayden,
hi.
let me see your hand. Well, let me see.
I have 2 cards. They're super awesome.
Is it going to be lower than 5?
It's not.
Neat. It gets nuked.
You lose your wizard.
Hey,
Not my wizard.
I do not fight.
Coward.
Yes. Thank you for noticing.
I thought you'd appreciate that. Why you gotta be a coward?
Corgi.
Corgis aren't universally
Actually,
cowards.
They're usually not.
too
They're
dumb.
quite feisty.
They're usually too dumb
They're
and
pretty
super
ballsy.
feisty.
That's why they'll go after cows.
How many
If you
cards does
go
everybody
after
got?
I have 1.
2. Or do you talking about loot or are you talking about hands?
Cards. Your hand.
1.
2.
2.
Already kind of kicked him in the teeth.
You really have.
It is really fun.
Unnecessarily, I would point out.
It's okay. We'll kick Callahan in the teeth this time.
Ooh, that's fun. Doing that a lot.
Right?
On the grounds that it's not me.
You must reveal their hand to all players and then discard your highest ranked card.
Jesus.
If there's a tie, you can choose which card to discard.
This is why I was upset. I was 1 turn away from having 2 wilds out there after he
God.
doctored my wild.
And there goes the illusion.
And I was going to have the 40-point party.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna fight 1 card. Watch it be an ace. Holy shit! I actually won.
You
You
leave.
get a loot.
You are
I
leaving.
kept 2.
And my party goes away.
So this has turned out to be a much closer game. Everybody is very close to each other now.
Yeah.
3, 3, 3, 2.
2.
Ooh.
Yeah, it only took me 4 rounds than you guys.
It is a
to get
long
that
game.
far.
But that's okay. I like this actually a lot better than the OG.
I prefer the faster pace of the original. I can see the tactical stuff in this one, but I prefer
Well, the
You
OG
got one.
wears
Pretty
out
OG.
pretty quick.
PJ. I wish to see the card on your left. I'm copying my wizard's thing. It dies. I believe. Yep, it dies.
Really?
Yay!
Sucks to you.
Oh, I entirely forgot to draw again. That would not have changed anything. But I am going to fight 2.
Fighting
That is
to
a total
to
of 12 over
12.
to 16. So
fought
I
three.
get some loot.
He would have got dumpstered by.
I would have gotten
know.
dumpstered by
Should have
3.
fought 3.
Fuck you.
What are you up to?
He's up to 5 now.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna draw 2 cards and refill my hand again. Bad things keep happening to me for some reason.
You're making it happen to you by targeting me, and then everybody hits you back in the face.
No, that's just you.
Don't be a dick to others, and then they won't.
Everyone started it.
Technically
Mostly
is
me.
right. No, I also did.
I mean, yeah, but that's just your personality.
Yeah, I started it.
Earth is good.
I started
Water
it
is
back in the 70s.
Yeah,
before he was born.
You got a head start.
Earth is good.
by
Water's pretty
much.
decent. Fire is really good.
I did like water.
Wind is kind of trash.
I got to use water.
Void is fucking amazing because that's just a free.
I'm
that's like having a
I
3
got to use water to its fullest effect.
Then I need to pick a card randomly from your hand.
Yeah, the wind bonus just seems kind of
Well, oh, what did you say?
You
lackluster.
need to pick a random card from his hand. Oh,
Me or him?
Nathan.
Oh,
Not you.
oh, you're wizarding.
And wizard.
He's
I'm
Weasley.
doing my magecraft. Just because my hat's over there.
Yes, it's 20%. It's an 80% chance he loses his card.
It's golden.
All right. That goes to the garbage. Because it doesn't match suit.
Goodbye, Mr. Archer Corgi. I was looking forward to shooting.
And you're supposed to look at that privately, because if you get his loot, we don't get to know what the card is.
Right. But I knew that it was.
Oh, I see. You looked at it and then flipped it
Yeah.
because you did. Right.
You know,
Story checks out. Are you fighting anything?
I probably should fight 1.
One?
I'm gonna fight 1 and Chimkin. I'm glad I was a Chimkin.
Smart.
I am the smartest of Chimkins. So I will go up to 4.
I draw 2 cards.
Hey.
What did I get?
Swift kick in the teeth.
That ain't bad.
Now this is a very interesting strategic back and forth. I really like this.
I'm gonna play the Archer. Target a player, select a card from their hand and look at it privately. If that card is higher than 7, steal 1 loot. You're up to 5?
A man does have 5 loot.
What do you have?
4. 4 is a smaller number than 5.
I have 2. So if you like picking on the weak,
It is the easier
I
mean.
do like picking on the weak. But I'm gonna look at your card and see if it's if it matches suit. No, if it's higher than 7.
Higher than 7.
you need an 8-9 ace or wild,
It is
He dies.
not. So he dies.
so it dies.
Okay.
What'd you get?
2.
Oh, you got a bard.
Yeah.
He's out of cards basically.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna
He
fight.
might have done you a solid.
I'm gonna fight
I'm not
3.
gonna lie.
I'm gonna fight 3.
Might. Depends on what you do.
Indeed.
2 for 1.
Oh my fucking god.
I didn't even need to use his power.
Nice.
That's fucking heinous.
Jesus. Kill that man. Kill him proper.
Well, at this point, I think I'm going to try and Kingmake Callahan.
I'm
It'd be
up to
funnier.
a 6.
Or,
Oh,
and go
that's
with me
better
on
than
this
that.
journey. Don't
Right,
do
you've been
that.
stealing all your shit.
Well, why not? I find it funny.
Technically, people have been stealing all my shit.
I have been stealing
I
from
don't
both
want to
of you.
hear it.
It's true.
I think we should shit stomp on Callahan just on principle.
You know what?
It's a solid argument.
It is a
The
very
downside
solid
is half the time it backfires and you kick our asses like 10 times harder in ways that would never
How many
have
cards
been
each y'all have?
otherwise.
2.
Shit and fuck 'em.
Ooh.
Is there an option to pass?
No.
No.
You draw up to 1 card for your party, so you do not have to play anything for your party. You do not have to fight, so
Neat.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess there is.
I pass.
Okay.
Okay.
That's terrifying.
Not really.
How did he get the pass?
All the only part that's mandatory is drawing up to 3 cards.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You don't have to put a card in your party and you don't have to fight.
It's okay, Boo. I got you back. I'll get you up to 10.
Fuck right off. I have been getting kicked in the teeth all night.
It's fine.
I
Don't
play
worry
healer.
about it.
I pass.
He
That's
is.
the rest of my turn.
Healer.
All
You
right.
don't want to fight?
No, I don't want to fight with the healer. The healer is not good at fighting. The other person
Unless
the
you
healer,
get 2 healers, and then it's technically a 12, and it's okay at fighting.
And they can't
Because
die.
it does.
Because it
Well,
just.
one of them can live. You can retire the many.
All right. I
They block both each
am
other.
gonna play
No,
this
only one.
fighter, and I'm gonna target Callahan.
Actually, no. It cannot save another healer.
He's
Oh, what
targeting
happened?
Callahan with the fighter.
I am randomly choosing a card from your
From
hand.
their hand and look at it privately.
Of note, you cannot samurai to protect him. So I'm not targeting you. Neat. I am going to be taking a loot from you.
Yes, you are.
fancy. Is that a void corgi?
It is a void corgi.
That's concerning.
It's terrible.
No, void corgi is adorable.
No, but it's not why it's
And I
terrifying.
both come down to 5 to match Nathan.
My turn?
Hey, yes. It is your turn.
I will play. The monk corgi. Brayden, fight 3 foes.
And no.
Now that doesn't go into play.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Activate
If it's
this
played
card.
to, if it's played to cancel an effect, it goes immediately into his party.
You must
Yep.
play this for 2. Damn. Okay.
And no, go away.
Right. Aces are better than I thought.
Yeah, aces are real good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aces are the cat's pajamas.
I'm not fighting.
Chicken, yes. I'm going to win this talk. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
How much loot's everybody got?
Everybody else has 5.
Neat. How many cards you got?
Two in my hand.
You
1.
got. I'm going to play the mage, and I'm going to target Callahan.
Ooh.
Neat. He gets blown up.
Huzzah.
He killed my healer.
Damn.
I'm done.
I mean, it was a 3. I haven't gotten to play.
I liked him. He was good at helping me steal loot from you.
Yeah.
You know what, Brandon? I'm going to give you presents.
I don't know that I want the presents.
It is an empty hand. I play the barbarian. Um,
Oh.
So that's going to be the highest card in your hand. Would you like to show us what you're discarding?
Ouch, man.
You're a bitch.
Very ouch.
Oh, I forgot to draw.
I needed that.
Oh, the assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you need that for? Place 5?
No, to target
gonna-
another person's party and nuke it before
Yeah, I was
they
gonna
can
say
fight.
I was gonna replace the ace and take a fire bonus.
And I'm going to fight.
Oh wait, this
Oh.
is the void corgi. Never mind.
I was gonna say.
Then yeah, I would have probably replaced the 5 and gone on a fighting spree.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to win against one.
So you get a loot.
Yep.
He's taking the slow and steady
barbarian.
approach.
Yeah,
You're
that,
up to 6.
it's interesting that the slow and steady approach has not been any more effective than the balls to the wall approach.
Yeah.
Balls to the
mean-
wall is starting to stop a lot more, but I think if I've been doing slow and steady from the start.
Honestly, it feels like it's whether you're going balls to the wall trying to fight all out or just going slow and steady, it averages out to about the same.
There's gonna be a
'Cause you're
lot
getting-
of
you're-
wilds in this.
Your party's getting
Uh-huh.
kicked in the
We're
teeth
beating
constantly
it out.
from everybody else.
Oh, I know.
Well, nobody's really been running slow and steady. Like, if you were, you'd be fighting every.
Did you need more cards?
I will in a moment. Yes.
At least every other,
We're ready.
which has
I'm
not
going
been
to replace this with another samurai.
That
fucking heinous.
is
I'm
a
gonna fight
40
3
point
things.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
take-
beat
take-
3
take.
things.
Yeah.
Oh look, I think we overtrained for this.
So that puts you up to an 8.
It does,
Okay.
but
Those don't go there.
oh right,
That's
they go
fine.
in, they go in the bin. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. I draw 2.
I saw an opportunity and I seized it, even though it was 2 aces. It hurts to spend that ace that way.
You got 3 loot out of it. You're now in the lead.
I'm also going to be a fucking target.
This is accurate.
This is the first time all game I've actually been in the lead.
All right. I'm going to play the archer, Brayden. Show me one of your cards.
Pick one.
That one.
This one? There you go.
Is it higher than a 7?
No.
No.
Then it gets
You
killed.
lose as a 2. And I got an 11 with the Earth bonus, so let's fight. God, there's a lot of wilds in there.
There's a lot of really scary stuff in there.
I'm gonna fight 1. It's a 7.
You're-
So I
you're
think that
right
was,
to
I
win.
think that was the right move. So I win, loot goes to the pile, my score goes up. Oh, I'm at 6 because I had one.
Okay, you're at 6. Might be.
Oh wow, those are just magnetically attractive.
And
it's the only way I'm actually getting on the fucking board.
But you are getting on the board.
he pulled a wild out for his loot.
If you're fucking dead.
Well, that makes the deck a lot less terrifying.
I think there's still 2 of them in there.
Shush.
I'm gonna fight a card.
You know, why not?
Neat.
Fair enough.
I'm actually up to 4. I've actually
Wait, you actually. Huh.
He won a fucking fight.
That's
With a
7.
Pretty shit party too.
That's a 7. The odds were in my favor.
That
Fair.
actually is going to put
Yeah.
you into starting to get to striking distance of us.
I like how you had to say starting to get.
It doesn't take long.
Well, I have twice your score still, so I could not lie to you.
I play the fighter. Braden, I wish to examine the one card in your hand.
You have suit bonus?
He does not.
Is it lower than 5?
Wait, he does.
I do.
And it is.
It is lower than
Give it
5.
back to him and take his mommies.
I'm going to take his bar.
Which shifts this to 7 and 7?
Yes. So now Nathan and I are both leading.
And then I'm gonna fight.
Go for it.
No, well,
You could win.
no, I fight.
Don't listen to that.
If you lose, you get to keep your party.
I fucking don't.
Earth bonus? Yeah, you
Earth
do.
bonus.
Yeah, you can choose
Oh,
to
wait.
pick your party if you want.
That is not Earth bonus. These guys are wind.
Oh.
You may choose
Those guys?
one
What?
foe to discard and replace with a new foe from the top of the deck.
Green is Earth bonus? That is win.
Oh,
Green
yeah.
is Earth bonus.
Oh, I thought these.
Olive green, round paw. The earth
Oh, I
bonus is a flat bottom with square toes. So yeah, he's got a win
I
bonus.
apologize. I misread the colors.
You may
Fair
choose
enough.
one foe to discard and replace with a new foe from the top of the deck. I would have went for it.
I do, however,
Really
get
nice.
both of these guys.
Yep,
So that
so
puts
that's
you
what's
to
at
9.
9.
No,
So quick, kill that man.
no, kill him
You
first.
should have went
Kill
for
him
it.
hard.
No.
You had a do-over if you got the wild or something.
All right. Let's see what we get.
I'm very dubious that there would have. So let's see.
Brayden can tell us
Nine.
eventually whatever the next card that was drawn was.
It would have had to be 3 or lower.
Well, no, but if you drew like a wild, you could then throw it away and draw another card.
Which would then also have to be 3 or lower.
Yeah,
Okay.
Those were not good.
it was not good.
No.
odds. So I'm going to play an archer and I'm going to target Nathan.
Yeah, no, that tracks.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Let's see. I want to see these.
Higher than 7, steal a loot. Otherwise,
Into the
just
garbage.
goodbye, Mr. Mage.
Mage go
You won't be
bye-bye.
particularly missed.
And I will go ahead and pass.
Right. Draw a card. I'm going to play the 9 and kill the 7.
You're a poop.
Thank you.
I'll remember this.
And
Are you
I
fighting?
will... Nope. Well, wait. He's up to a 9.
He is
Yeah.
up to 9.
You lose nothing at this point. And the odds are in your favor. You're going to beat whatever pops up.
Yeah, I'll
It's-
fight one.
it's-
Oh, I might fight 2. Let me think. I'll fight one. Nope.
Congratulations, you got your ass
Oh,
kicked.
wow.
I lose.
Woof.
That was
Gross.
a very tiny chance
That's
that
for
actually
being
happened.
duty.
Especially with at least one of those already gone.
Actually, the odds are pretty good.
Yeah. Because only a 9 ace or wild would have stopped
Yeah. Yeah, that was a. That
No,
was
but
a
we knew
solid
that there were
choice.
2 wilds left in the deck. So, or at
you.
least
Sure, but most of the aces were gone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Seeing as I just played 2 of them at the very start of the deck.
Let me see your hand.
This happened.
Fuck off. Discarded.
Oh, he had a wild.
Yep.
I sure
Whoa.
fucking did.
I'm going to fight one. Neat. You're up.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright, do I have options? Yeah, that's I guess that's an option. Play Berserker Raiden.
Mm-hmm.
Reveal your hand and discard the highest.
Why does this keep happening to my samurai? I never get to keep them.
You mean
on
your
the-
assassin?
What's your other card?
Lower than
Oh.
a 9.
It's a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4.
Yeah, it's ferocious. My
I
assassin.
will be fine.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Kicked in the teeth.
Good try. The enemy's deck, though, is much worse than it was. That's the problem. It gets hard to pick up that last fight.
Yeah.
All right.
You need more cards, I assume.
No, actually, I don't this round. I am gonna play an assassin. It's nothing to target,
It's not on me.
Neat.
but it's better than getting wrecked by barbarians.
Would you like to fight a card?
Good point. Good point.
No.
Hey,
All right.
naturally, I will play
So I throw the ball to
the
Nashville.
Wind Wild.
Do you want to kill the assassin with his own power?
I can't.
You can't. It is only in his own
My
party. For this turn only, so he just has a power of 10.
That's pretty
Gee, wish you
spicy.
fight a card.
He's up to 9. I'm going to fight.
1, 2, or 3.
There's a lot of aces and shit in there.
What are you at?
I'm behind.
He's at 6, I think.
He's a 10.
He's at 9.
He is no. The wild is a 10.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 10.
So, barring an ace or a wild, 1 is pretty well guaranteed.
Those cards are so high. I can only fight 1.
4.
Yeah.
You win.
Good call.
He gets discarded.
And you go up to 7.
Play mage. Let me see. This one.
He still gets to drop the 3.
Gets discarded.
That's horrifying.
I'm gonna fight a card. Neat.
Oh, I could have fought 2.
I'm sensing a theme here.
How do you keep collecting all of those?
I don't know. I'm still trying to get this one back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Woo!
I took that.
I'm at 5 now, by the way.
Yep, I gotcha. Thank you, though.
Alright. Who I
Did he get a high card?
I'm gonna go ahead and assassinate the assassin. Ugh. And then I'm going to fight 1. Son of a bitch! This might be the same motherfucker.
It's the same fucking samurai. Oh, that is
I'm gonna clip that.
that is glorious. Yeah, you gotta clip that, man. That's perfect.
That's so good.
Oh, that was great.
Clip
The first time he pops up,
Yeah.
and then just bolt it right onto the second one.
My turn to play a barbarian targeting Nathan.
Barbarian. Oh, all players.
All right.
Just that man.
Nope, just him. He has to reveal his hand.
6, and I have a 6. Which 6 do you want me to not have?
Earth 6 or Water 6? Or wait,
Wind
that's
6.
Wind 6.
The wind 6.
Goodbye, Wind Mage. You might be missed.
Okay.
Do I want to fight?
You'll
Do you want to fight?
I do want to fight. Amazing.
You loot,
You're up to
and
the
your
nine.
assassin goes
I'm up to
bye-bye.
8.
Look at him, he is.
And then you can have my barbarian.
I draw 1.
You do.
I play 1.
Neat.
I didn't think I had the wild. I had 2 wilds in my hand again. I was like, but he's up to 9. I'll never get to play them both.
Well, you didn't, as it happened.
Right. I am going to fight
Congratulations. Take the
Hey.
You can join me.
barely. And there's
Getting interesting.
and there's still that guy in the deck.
Yeah.
It just gets worse to fight as you
Yeah.
go.
I'm kind of digging that.
You can
Like, this is-
discard your card, Nate.
this is getting ugly.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 6.
I'm gonna
is
fight a
kinda
card.
trash,
Neat.
Hey.
but it could
I'm
be
up to
worse.
6.
All right.
What am I up to?
You were at 8 with me.
Cool.
Mind you,
I don't think
chat,
it's gonna matter.
I have 3 1s, 1 2,
and 1-4 in my loot pile.
It's good to pick on the goblins.
The highest card that I've gotten in here was a single wild card, and I didn't even get it by fighting. I got it by matching a top.
Some of these.
A
Okay.
20% chance.
I'm going to play wild. I'm going to fucking fight a bastard.
2.
One.
2.
One. Okay.
Get your other one.
You got your 10?
I got my 10.
Okay, GG. God. If I'd gotten to keep my assassin.
I was sitting on a 9 and a wild, and I kept having to top deck shit to try and slow his ass down.
I had an assassin.
I'd like to say
go
that
with
was
my other
effective,
assassin
but
to
that
win the
one
game, and
fucking
somebody finally
assassin
decided
there was
I'm gonna
so
be in
effective.
shuffle because there's one more version for us to play, and we probably
It is a
got just
two-player
enough
game.
time. Oh, it's a
The other
2.
version is
The other
2
version
players.
is 2 players.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
We can still play it if 2 people want to play it. That's not a problem. I printed the rules for it. We probably should.
Let's see what we got.
My guess is it'll go. And then with the time we have left, if we have time, we can do another original.
I think you would only have time for either the 2-player or the original.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's 9.
It's 9:20.
Yeah.
Let's do the E2 player because that's the one we haven't done yet. So who wants to be guinea pigs for the 2 player? Capture the Illusionist. Clash of Corgis Capture the Illusionist is a 2-player card game where players take alternative turns in this luck, memory, and deductive game, revealing opponents' cards in attempts to capture the opponent's illusionist. Capture the opponent's wild illusionist card 2 times is the objective for the game. Each player takes 11 cards of the same suit from the deck, places the remaining cards aside, and shuffles their 11 cards face down. So, we'll do this as a teams. We'll do it as 2 teams of 2. So you 2 schmucks against us 2 other schmucks.
It works.
You are asking an awful lot of Harry the Hamster.
Well, that's why I paired you with Callahan.
That fatso is currently huffing and puffing on his little wheel, and he's about to trip and fall here, bud.
Well, if they can just crank up the friction on that wheel and combine it with the heat from Callahan's mislaid gearing, the 2 of you can start a fire that might burn this whole house to the ground.
You are asking an awful lot of Harry the Hamster here, bud.
Insurance fund.
I believe that almost being dumped into the poorly maintained machinery that runs Callahan's mind will be sufficient motivation to keep him running.
You would be wrong, sir. Harry the Hamster is comfortable being on his little couch. He hates having to get on his wheel.
Very important.
So, give me the rules one more time.
All right, so each player is going to take a suit and shuffle it. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. What suit did you want?
which ones do you want? Choose wisely.
I take water.
Well, you're both picking collectively for a suit.
Yeah, I know. It's just the colors.
I vote fire.
All right, fire's you. Oh,
Well, no.
Oh, I see.
It's 2-player game. We're
taking-
playing in teams.
oh, I see. Taking fire.
So you're taking 5. What do you want? I presume the void.
I like wind. Wind's been a bitch. Mostly because it's been confusing.
We can fan the flames.
Yeah,
It's fine.
wind is
Yeah.
colored like earth, and earth is colored like wind. It's confusing as shit.
You're not wrong. Okay, so each player's going to take these and shuffle it. And we're going to shuffle it. So here you go. Shuffle those. And then we are going to randomly pick a player to go first. Do we dare to roll Sir Chonkos for the first time this evening?
He has been waiting very.
He has been very patient up on his shell.
He has been sitting on his throne.
So
I'm gonna just fucking yet.
That thing almost
No,
dropped
you.
my foot
No,
again.
I got at least 20 minutes left.
I got a wizard.
It is a great voice.
Thank
It
you.
is a great.
What are you doing over here?
I see you broke at least one new dice.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, well, good luck.
So what did you roll?
Me, I got a 21.
I rolled yet.
You don't get to.
Okay. It's a
Fuck
3.
off, it's a 23.
Hell yeah! Eking out the victory!
Glorious.
Alright. Wizard Hat of Luck is now over.
How we play?
Alright, so we're gonna shuffle those cards face down.
Take 8 cards from the deck and without looking at them, arrange them on your side of the table so that you have 2 rows of 4.
Evenly spaced.
It's 2 rows of 4 out of 11 cards.
Yes. And then we take the remaining 3 cards and add them to our hand. We may look at our hand.
You're gonna have to slide yours that. Actually, why don't we just do?
Sure.
Can we do two? Can we do a row of 8? Otherwise, it might be kind of hard to squeeze all these on the.
The reason they do 2 rows of 4 is it's easier for your mind to process groupings. Because this is a memory match game, I think.
Here, we'll make this nice and easy. We'll do ours like this.
Yeah, that works.
No, you do yours the other way. That way you can tell them apart. So your side is that way, ours will be this way.
I mean, we can tell them apart because...
There's your 2 rows and our 2 rows.
Right.
Sure.
I mean, that's also fine. I don't care. I didn't know.
No. You keep yours the way that you had them.
Okay.
It's just, yeah, we go like this.
We just want to make sure they can all be seen.
Oh, well, then let's do them over.
But
That's
They're all fine. I don't. Whatever. Fine. I don't know what your problem is with the arrangement.
I was trying to make sure they were all visible on the camera.
Camera could have been zoomed out. Anyway. Okay. Players are not allowed to look at face down cards or rearrange cards on the table at any time unless a card effect or ruling says otherwise. Please note the 3 unique card positions: hidden, revealed, and rested. A card that is hidden to a player. A hidden card can refer to a face down card on the table or a card that's in that player's hand. A card in the exposed hand row that changes to hidden is moved to the player's hand. Revealed cards are face up and vertical on the table. When a card from a player's hand is activated or revealed by an opponent's card effect, the card is placed face up and revealed to that player's exposed hand. Rested. A card that is face up and horizontal on the table.
oh, well, we have to keep them all face up.
Fuck. It's fine. That'll be fine. Okay, so.
Okay, I'll stub those.
Yep, they're fine. So, starting with the first player, each player takes a turn. A turn consists of 3 phases in the following order: Insight, activate a card, and cooldown. Insight. You may privately look at a hidden card on the table belonging to you, then return that card face down to its original hidden position. Activate a card. You can select a card that you wish to activate from your hand or table that is not rested. If that card is from your hand, place it face up, revealed into your exposed hand row. If that card is a hidden card on the table, flip it face up, revealed in its same location on the table. Then activate that card's effect if possible, and change the position of that card to rested. Cooldown, change the position of all of your rested cards to revealed, except for the cards you activated this turn.
And I'm already lost. But
I am horribly lost.
So, hidden cards, face down. Revealed cards, face up. Rested cards, face up and horizontal. Your turn, you can look at one card on the table that belongs to you. So, one of these guys.
And then you can activate a card, which can be from your hand or any of these.
And then
do
when
they
you
do things?
Yes,
Yeah.
they do things. They do things right here.
There's a whole other card effect.
And then when you activate a card, it is turned horizontal to show that you've used it. And then cooldown, you change the position of all your rested cards to revealed, so you'll turn any face-up card vertical again, except for the one you used this turn.
But it stays exposed.
Yes.
So at no point do you flip them back over to hidden status.
Not without the help of one of your card effects,
Okay.
which are right here. And I will pass those in a moment when I am done with my turn. To capture your opponent's illusionist, you must reveal your opponent's illusionist from the ability of one of your card effects, and the opponent does not save their illusionist. Then your opponent must immediately take all 11 of their original starting cards, follow the same steps as the initial setup. If your opponent reveals your illusionist from the ability of one of their card effects, you may discard your ace from your hand or the table, regardless of its position, and place it somewhere outside of the main playing area to save your illusionist. If you don't know where your ace is, in the event that it's hidden, you may make one attempt to select one of your hidden cards and without peeking at the face of the card, discard it. If the card discarded was your ace, return the illusionist back to its original hidden position. Otherwise, you must immediately take all 11 of your original starting cards, including the ace, and follow the same steps to set up. Okay. So yes, this is partially memory, but here is the rule sheet with what the Corgis do. And then I am going to pull that up for us. Alright, so we have these are Corgis. Alright, so
This one.
This is our hand. Okay.
What do those do?
Good question. Okay. Interesting. Indeed. Oh, that's tricky. Okay. Okay. So first things first, we get to look at one of our cards that's hidden. So which one do you want to look at first?
I think we check this one.
Okay. Now we can activate a card when we're done with our turn. We can activate a card, so we can either pick one from our hand or we can use one of these. Or we can, I guess, pick one from the board if we're feeling dangerous.
Indeed.
What do you want to do?
I think we probably do something from our hand.
Okay. I'm going to take that over to you so I can go talk to you.
All right. I've decided what we shall be doing when you two are done with the rules. Really does seem like this was the worst one to play last because this has by far the most complex rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got half an hour. I absolutely have to get to bed because I am retired.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
All right, ready to go.
Go.
All right. Insight, we have checked, activate a card. We are going to activate the Archer. Archer allows us to reveal one of your opponent's hidden cards in their hand.
Oh, so you're choosing to reveal one of your cards from your hand.
I'm playing one from my hand, activating his effect, and I will be viewing one of yours. This.
Either 3, the healer.
All right.
Does it stay face up?
No, it's in our hand. So it goes back to the
Okay.
hand.
Exposed hand roll.
All right. Wait a second. What's we do?
Okay. It does go into your exposed hand. I decided that we would play the 7 to have a look at a card from their hand.
Okay.
It revealed that they have a healer.
Neat.
The card's effect cannot be resolved. Its position remains revealed instead of changing to rested.
What?
So he force revealed it, so it just stays in its revealed mode. If we want to activate it, we still can. If the card is rested, we can't activate
Oh,
it.
we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We want to look at one of our cards.
And that is.
Is that
We do the cooldown where everything resets, and that is the end of it.
Everything resets at the end of your hand?
Yes, except for the last card that you played. Any card that you played on this turn doesn't reset.
so? That
So
doesn't.
this one does not.
Okay.
So we can't just keep using the same card
Except
over
for
and
the
over.
card
So
you
we
activate this
can
turn.
play a card from our hand, or we can look at this card.
Right.
You
But
get-
the
you get
more
to
cards that you play from your hidden pile, the easier it will be for your opponent to find your illusions.
Yeah, and you get to look and play if you want to.
Yes. You can look at any card in your hidden stuff, and then you could play any card from your hand or your hidden stuff, even if you don't know what it is.
You want to do this one or one of the other ones?
It's just extra dangerous if you want to play a card that you don't know what it is.
Kind of like
Yeah.
I say we use that one.
We're going to reveal the 5.
So it's in the same column,
We're going to use it
front or back row.
in the same
My
color.
turn.
Yeah, same column, front or back row.
Which one would you like? This one or this one?
You pick.
Oh, we pick?
Oh,
Oh, no, you
no,
pick.
we do. We do.
pick.
Trip front row.
So this
That
one?
gets
Yeah.
revealed. 3.
Hey, it's already
It's
up.
our healer. We found him.
All right. All right.
Okay. Fun fact: we already found it.
Yeah. You had already found it?
We had. We looked at that one last turn.
Wait. You did?
Yeah.
You can look at one card.
Oh, and then
they chose
and then
not to
you play
reveal
We
it.
it.
chose not to play it. We played a card from our
Okay.
hand instead.
Okay.
So now we have a healer. You know we have a healer. You know we know about a healer.
I think our turn is over, right?
Yes, it is. So we get to look at one of our cards. And then
Your 7 untaps, right?
At the end
at
of their
the end
turn.
of
At the end of this.
Okay.
They cannot use it. So it's like
So
You can't use
you
it.
can't use a card twice in a row. It's always there's always going to be one turn cooldown
yeah,
between when you can activate a card.
cycle.
yeah, I think that's a fair plan. All right.
We shall play our wizard and activate their effect to reveal one of the cards in your back row.
Take this one.
No.
That.
What did we win?
Hey!
You won a monk.
Neat. We're gonna end our turn now.
Back to you.
Okay, that one stays tapped.
Yep.
I like
Okay.
this. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, this
Like
is...
for a memory game, this has actually got a lot more nuance.
I'm going to use that one? Or do we want to keep it hidden? So,
Not yet.
yeah, let's keep that one hidden.
We might use that one.
So, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna check on the chat
Hmm.
to make sure they're not rounds. We heart your faces, chat, as we play this exceedingly complicated game of Corgi and also Corgi.
So many card games. All of them suitable, though.
And adorable.
Indeed.
Like, the art of these cards,
Go check out another.
while they're plotting their move, is actually just excellent. Like,
It is spectacular.
I'm a big fan of this art style.
And activate another card.
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at this one.
Okay, so we're going to activate our Oracle.
Okay?
We're going to look at another one.
And then we have to activate another card.
Correct.
So it can't be that card.
No, we can look at that, and then we can choose to activate.
Oh, I see.
We could
so
choose
now
to
we
activate
know
it.
we know what we got here, we know what we got here. We know
Yes.
what we got.
This is actually pretty interesting.
I
How's that one do again?
I wanted to do
Your strategy changes a lot based on
Yep.
the
I
three
see
cards
that
you're
one.
dealt. Like,
Just-
ours is good for kind of.
We're going to activate our Archer.
Weapon scouting.
So you got one card left in your hand. You have to reveal it.
Fair enough. Our other card is the Assassin.
So the illusionists have to be.
Somewhere
Your
out
illusionist has to be out there.
Yep. Sure do.
Okay. You're up.
Alright, well, what do we want to look at?
I'm thinking we hit him with 7, see what that
Well,
last
we
card
want to
there
look
is.
at one of our cards first.
Oh, right. Anything that we use this turn does not untap.
But everything else.
Everything else does. So,
So
the
the
5
one and the
untaps.
seven.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm thinking this one.
Okay.
See what we got.
Tunk. Alright. What would we like to do with that little nugget of wisdom?
I think we have a look at the last card in their hand. We've got all ours revealed. We might as well have a look at theirs.
Turnabout is fair play.
7. What you got?
Berserker.
Ooh, fun.
What's he do? Other than hurt feelings.
He taps all your stuff.
He taps all your stuff.
Must reveal one of the hidden cards in a row that is furthest from you, then change all your opponent's revealed cards to rest it. Oops. Okay. Interesting.
Alright, well, that is us, so 6 untaps.
Well, I'm glad we know that's coming. Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been a real bad surprise for us later.
A little bit.
We can actually plan around that now.
We can try to at least.
Unless we find your person.
You'll
can't.
never find them.
I,
They're in our impenetrable cereal box folder. You'll never find them. It's interesting
Are
that
you
we had
done?
a lot of the same. Yeah,
okay.
that was our 3 phases.
So I
So
see.
we want to use the monk or
It's
We have to
interesting we had a
look at
lot of the
cards first.
same cards
Oh,
early,
right.
but there was some
Yep.
bridging.
Okay.
System again.
So we plot and we scheme to find the illusionist.
It's fucking in there somewhere.
The good news is that more of our cards are still.
We want to use this? Or do we want to wait for a bit? Oh,
The
It
plotting
gets more
and scheming.
powerful.
yeah, that's what that is.
Very nice,
So-
very nice. And got the ban hammer. Yay, ban hammer.
Oh, wonderful.
Well done.
It must be wielded. It gets lonely.
So Ronri. And changing hats. Yar. I have found a new hat. I got it when I bought Scallywager.
That
Yeah.
might not be
Yeah,
bad.
fair.
Yar. Apparently it's Silly Hat Day.
A fucking barrel, I got there. I wish you guys would know. I would have brought my own hats.
I didn't know that this was going to be a thing. I forgot I left this silly hat on the table with my other actual silly hat.
Pretty powerful.
Ah, I see.
And that man always wears a silly hat.
We want to do that one.
That man right there.
No, he always looks silly, but a lot of the time that's just how his head is shaped.
Hmm.
Not today.
That does put us at a slight disadvantage.
True.
They're plotting and scheming against
I
us.
see.
They are.
They'll never defeat
I
the
know
But one of them,
pirates
but
I don't like
look
it.
at this though.
or the pirate wizards. I can wear 2 hats. Maybe.
Oh no, it does. Yeah, you're right. No.
I see.
No, mine's
Yep.
Archie hat.
Okay. We're going to activate our assassin.
Oh, fancy.
You must select one of your hidden cards in your front row or back row.
Don't reveal it.
Do not reveal it.
You
Okay.
just pick.
You just pick one.
And we're gonna shout out a number, and if we're right, it
We
gets
get-
discarded.
Yeah. No, it doesn't get discarded. We get to
You
activate.
get to activate the
it.
assassin again.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, we get to
Okay.
activate it again.
I'm feeling this one.
Well, clear any card rank and reveal the selected card.
There's no good way this goes.
Did we look at that one? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure we looked at that
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that then.
one. Okay.
All right. What
What's
do you
the
think
rank?
it is?
8.
Sure, sounds good.
All right.
Is it 8?
It is not.
What is it?
What is it?
Oh, we have to reveal it?
You have
yeah,
to reveal
is.
It is the 1.
Swan
So
did
that's the
not
one.
look at that when you were
Okay.
correct. But now we know.
So
Just
these
something
untap.
else.
Goes on tap. Yes. And now,
Oh, that's interesting.
okay. Okay.
They've looked at the second from the left and the back.
Yeah.
I think they've looked at the
Interesting. The back one.
back.
Well,
I think,
first we get to look at
I
things.
think they looked at the front left too.
I clearly have lost my little mind.
You have a favorite card that you want to look at? We've got 4 options. I think that we haven't seen yet.
How do you feel about that one?
I feel pretty good about that one. Let's have us a look.
See pinkies. Okay, we have pinkies. Alright. How do you feel about putting our oracle to work? We're gonna get to use another card anyway, so
I think that we have the option to do a dick move.
we can do a dick move and use the
So
oracle.
we got that one,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can do that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, we should do that.
All right. So we're going to activate our oracle.
Okay, you pick one for us to look at.
All right. I choose these.
Okay. Good. Okay.
And that allows us to activate another card.
It does.
So we are going to activate our bard. And which card do you think they shouldn't get to use?
So many.
They do have so many.
I'm feeling their monk.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Tap the monk, and then we can use one more. I'm thinking we use our mage to hit that back.
Yeah, good call.
We reveal last start back there. Ah,
Well, that's good to know about.
one. And I believe that is us.
And you will untap. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Pretty sure I know where the revolutionist is.
First, we get to look at one of our cards.
That one?
Front center or over here?
Do we have anything that's going to let us chain? We could use the oracle.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, use the oracle.
So we're going to tap the oracle.
You're gonna look at a what's it?
Right or left?
That one.
Alright.
Now, do we have anything else that chains?
We can activate another card.
They're plotting and scheming against us, and I don't like it.
That doesn't help.
I don't
because they
like
don't
it
have a
either.
hand.
We don't have anything that continues targeting, right?
Let's see here.
So I say that we use this one. Or wait. No, what else we got? We can. Oh no, this would be the time to tap everything with the berserker. Or not. Like I said, I think I know where their legionist is. If you just want to go for it. But if I'm wrong,
Oh,
we're
they
pretty
get
much
it.
gonna lose.
Yeah.
Oh, the good news is we have to get it twice to win.
Oh, okay.
So even if you get it once, all that means is we shuffle our stuff up and we heal our side.
It is 9:49.
Yeah,
It
we
might-
could just play one. That's
yeah, I
fine.
think it might be best to play it.
That's fine. We can do that too.
So it's up to you.
We could chain the healer. But I guess that doesn't really help any, because if we're only playing to one, there's no point.
Right.
We need to force him to. One of those two.
But that's their choice.
That is true, and they won't. Yeah.
This
So,
isn't.
but it'll leave it at.
I say we play that one.
Oh, they're getting wily.
It sure is.
That one in the back. That's
one
your
here?
illusionist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
Damn it. All right.
Our assassin gets untapped. That's it.
Just the assassin?
Yeah, that's the only one we can untap because that was used the previous turn.
All right.
We used the oracle to look, and we used.
Okay.
That.
Okay. Well, we get to look at a card.
So check this one.
Sure. Okay. Good to know.
Assassin called 2, pick a card at random. If we get it as a 2, we get to find their illusionist. If we don't get it as a 2, it's their illusionist.
Sure.
All right. Assassin. We call 2. Let's say this one. Hey.
It is the illusionist.
All right. We know where it is now.
but it's found. That's game over.
Yeah, I believe that is game.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Because we're only playing to one.
Saving.
Technically, you could discard your samurai to protect it.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, I have the right one set. Capture an illusionist, you must reveal it from the ability of a card effect, and the opponent does not save it.
Yeah, it's not with the samurai in this one, just...
No, samurai will save it. You just... Oh, wait, no, you're right.
No, it just reveals a card. There's no saving it.
There's no saving it.
I could have sworn there was one that saved it.
There is. It's not in the card effects.
This
It's
was-
slightly above.
Oh. Yeah, discarding your ace from your hand or the table, regardless of position, does save it.
I think.
But at this point, if we're playing to one,
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
we win because
we're done.
we know where ours is too.
Where was it then?
I think it was this one.
Yes.
Really? Okay, I missed that.
Yeah. At that point, once we knew where it was, your 5 was meaningless.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we went for the 4 to slow you down. And we were hoping you were going to use the 8 as schmuck bait because we could just flip ours and then just do the same back to you.
Right.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
That
matter.
was our other move. I was like, we can tap everything we've got, or we can just go for...
Yeah. No, going for it was the play because if
Yeah.
we're playing to 1, that's the smart way to go.
Right.
With it. But
Yeah.
But normally what would happen is after we take the illusionist, you discard your samurai to save it, you try and get ours. If you
Right.
got it, we would discard our samurai to save it because we know where it is.
Well, I think it's also
And
probably
then
fairly rare.
We get yours, and then you would shuffle your 11 cards, put 8 out face down again, and draw a new hand of 3, and play would continue
can't.
with our
The
real
ace-
state.
The ace gets discarded. So you work with a hand of 10. You deal out 8, you get a hand of 2. The ace is removed from
right.
play in order to save your illusionist the first time. You can't save it a second.
It
That's why they run
specifically
it
states
twice.
that your opponent takes all 11.
So then you could never win the game.
Yeah, you could never.
Well,
win.
no,
They
you
would
can
go
only
on
you can
forever.
only discard the illusion the once per hand, basically. So you have a get out of jail free card.
Right.
You know where.
But
it
then
is.
you shuffle everything up and deal them out again.
You have
Yeah,
the
so you
ace,
get a second get out of jail free card for when we find it for the second time.
but you find it for the second time. That's game over.
Well, unless you know where the samurai is, unless you know where it is in the second batch.
Right, I was gonna say, this can just keep going forever.
No, because you played 2.
Honestly, saving the illusionist is.
But see, when you discard this, it's out for this batch, and then let's say you go for our illusionist a second time, you get it. Then we take all 11 and put it back. You get a point because you got our illusionist, and then these go back out.
Okay.
And you're going for 2. You're trying to capture our illusionist 2 times.
Okay.
Does everybody's wind up getting shuffled after the first?
No,
one?
just ours. Whoever's illusionist is captured is shuffled. These, let's say we got your illusionist.
So we're just behind, basically.
These would stay out exposed the way they are until you got our illusionist for the first time. And play would continue. So you'd be
Okay.
behind. He's right.
I've also kind of got the vibe that
Yeah, I don't know.
it probably isn't
I
as
like this
common to
Nope.
reveal as much as we managed to before finding the illusionist.
I think it depends pretty wildly on what you've got.
Yeah, I like
Like,
the
if you
first
get
one.
the
I like
illusionist
second
in your
one. I
hand-
wasn't a fan of the third version. I like the first
Don't
one.
like. I can definitively say I do not like the third one. The second
Or-
one
I
was.
didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
I think I liked the third one. I liked the second one we played, the treasure one, the best.
Not a fan.
The first one's fine, but there's no real strategy to it.
What are you talking about?
There is a strategy
There's
though.
very little strategy to
I
that one.
absolutely no. You gotta wait for the right time to take control, where you can
And you have to-
really
yeah,
mess.
and
it.
you
And
have-
if your
but you-
hand is bad,
Well,
like
then you're-
mine was, you just lose.
Oh right, because you don't get the draw.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Both of those games, my hand was bad, so I just got to lose.
I liked all 3 versions. I'm surprised that they managed to get one set of cards to do
3 different things so well.
yeah,
They-
3
they used
different
5
things that
suits.
were so different.
Like,
Like these were all very different.
I prefer the strategy of the third one, or of the first one, because
You
Yeah,
also
I
got
had-
God hand.
I had a great hand, but if I would have played it wrong, I could have easily just thrown the game away to Nate.
Sure, but if you got
It forces you to think of whether you want to play a full set, or if you want to play singles.
yeah, but the catch is if you have a handful of singles and you don't have any high cards in your singles, like you have a couple doubles in low suit and low rank, like I did,
Yeah, like my first hand.
you just get to lose. You can't play,
He's right.
which sucks.
Because you can't. There's no changing hands or stealing cards or.
Like there was just nothing I could do. I had one trump play and it was a single wild, and Callahan beat me with his, and I held it for a while.
I had two.
Yeah, I know. That was the problem. I waited till you played your first one, hoping you didn't have the second. It did not matter. Whereas the second game was very strategically deep. There were a lot of things you could do. Yeah, you had a bunch of oracles, but you did get a bunch of free points out of them, and there are still things you can do with those
But
depending on what you do.
in the long run, though, it didn't really feel like it mattered.
It fucking did.
It mattered a bunch.
You came within spitting distance of actually taking it. And
Like,
that
you
was,
ended the game at 6 points.
yeah, and that was with you getting shafted for like the first half of it.
Because when someone pulls ahead,
Well, like the first
Callahan,
2 thirds.
Nathan, and I were having
Even
our
so.
kicking the shit out of the winner.
But at that point, nobody's going to be paying attention to the person who's trying to play catch up. They're
Right.
just going to lose.
Well, they're not
Well,
paying.
no,
you were
they
catching
were
up, though. That was the problem.
Yeah, very fucking
Yeah,
rapid.
but at that point, the race is already decided.
It fucking was.
It was.
I disagree.
Anyone could have taken that from me within the last like 3 minutes.
For example, if I hadn't have just fought the one card when he was at 9, I would have got my 2 wilds out. That would have got me to a 9.
Or if my assassin hadn't gotten killed, I had a second assassin, which I would have used to have a score of 36, fought 3, and swept it out from underneath.
Right.
Like, it was not decided.
Yeah, you probably needed a couple more rounds to catch up, but you were getting
This one I also found interesting, but I do think that it is the most prone to variance of the 3 games, because it is wildly dependent on whether you draw your illusionist out of those 3 cards. Which is
And if your illusionist is in your hand, that's actually better, I
it.
think.
No, I think it's way worse.
It's way worse.
Well, I guess it depends on the cards that come out from your opponent.
Right.
If your opponent has a card the card that lets them start seeing your hand, you're
Yeah.
boned.
Only if they
you're-
keep using it and they would have to know that it was in your hand or suspect that it was in your hand.
if your opponent has the 6-7 cycle that we had, where we just kept checking back row, checking hand, checking back row, checking hand, and it's in your hand, you're fucked.
Yeah, that combo is backbreaking.
Yeah.
But the good news is because you played it 2, the odds of you pulling that off twice the way we did, not super good. Could happen, still statistically possible. Even very statistically possible. But not a guarantee. So
I
yeah.
feel like I need to go through the last one a couple more times to really get a feel, because it seems like the most complex in some ways.
It's the most complex, but also the simplest. Because you have the fewest moving pieces.
Yeah, like
But you have
rules
cards that
complicated,
chain off
but
of each
controls
other,
strategic.
and if you're not paying attention, you can easily screw yourself over.
Yeah.
And also, you want to try and keep your cards as hidden as long as possible, which limits what you can do.
yeah,
To an extent, yeah. But
The second one was probably the best game mechanic because
it felt the most like there was a
it
back and forth game.
changes. Right, exactly. The first one I enjoyed the most, but that's because I was dealt good hands.
Yeah, I was on the shit end of both
Right.
sides.
Yeah, and I can see Braden's perspective. If you get a shitty hand, you've just got a shitty hand. There's
Yeah.
not much you're gonna do about it.
Yeah, there's no playing your way out of it.
no.
This one, I agree with Nate. I'd like to see another game or two to kind of grok how common it is to do what we did versus what you did, and kind of see how that all played out. I think this has significant potential as a 2-player game. Like, it's a very... This is a couples game, I think. This is a great couples game.
I can see that.
Because you are very actively playing to try and do a very specific thing. There's a limited amount that you have to keep track of because there's 11 cards. You just need to know where they are. And you're gradually learning that through the course of the game. And their abilities are fixed. Like, and it's not something that's going to eat an entire evening. Like you could get a couple games of this in once you've got this down. Took us a little longer because we were kind of referencing effects, checking what we could do, and we're all pretty experienced gamers, so we were trying to game the system as much as possible. Whereas you got two people who are familiar with this game, who know the ins and outs of their partner's tells, that's going to be some great comedy there.
I still prefer Slender.
I mean, I'm not saying Splendor's a worse game. I wasn't comparing this to anything. I was comparing this against its other game modes. I think Treasure Island's the best one.
Now, which is your favorite Corgi?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good
Honestly, I'd still rather play the poker version, which is the first one.
I might like the Barbarian. The Illusionist is pretty dope, but the Barbarian looks...
Honestly, I like the Assassin. I think he's neat.
I'm surprised that my favorite isn't the Wizard. Not gonna lie. More
It's a
than a little
corgi
shock.
with a fireball. Come on, man.
I was gonna say,
That's,
there's also
that's a
different
windmill.
iterations.
That's a
like,
windmill slam for me.
No, they're all the same.
the wizard for you guys isn't the same as the wizard for us either.
Right, they have a different... Like,
They have a
the
different
Earth one
energy
has a
ball.
rock.
Yeah.
The Earth one has a rock.
Yeah. They're-
Kid, the 6 of fire, obviously.
You like the Assassin, huh?
I do. I'd have to see all four suits next to each other to pick one in
Yeah.
particular, but yeah. I like the Assassin.
The Bard ain't bad, it's a happy Corgi, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Berserker.
That's fair. He's very fun.
He does have a very big axe.
And a little mohawk.
I mean, just
Little-
being the
And his ability is
And little
dickish.
chipped ears.
Yeah. And yeah, his ability.
His abilities in all 3 matches are dickish.
So fucking mean.
It's funny, but it's very dickish.
Yeah, the art is actually kind of similar. Which one do you guys like?
Yeah. Windmill slam for me. Give me the 6 of fire. It's a corgi with a fireball.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
that's
I get it.
The only one that would come close, I think, would be the corgi with the black hole, the void corgi.
The Void Corgi, I could see that. Do all the samurais have the flaming blade? I think they do, right?
The green one. The green one doesn't. The green one has nothing.
Anyone has nothing and likes
He
it?
doesn't get an aura.
So it's
His is
just,
just metal.
it's just
His is metal.
the... So it's just, the flaming blade is just the Ace of Fire.
Yes.
Yeah,
Flaming,
like this one gets
when-
the others all get, but this one just gets. Oh look, it's a blade.
Because he's
It's
Earth.
the Jade Blade. It doesn't need anything special.
Your blade catches fire, but I sharpened the shit out of mine.
You were wrong. That is the Earth blade, and it has vines up the side.
Oh boy, vines.
You do have little vibes.
That's so
Remem-
much more
remember,
impressive than the
The
rest
green.
Of the auras.
Remember, they did something weird on this. They made the green Earth, and they made the brown air.
So I'm torn between the Void Assassin or the Void Samurai and the Cleric, the Healer. Healer is really adorable.
Yeah.
If I'm going for adorable,
Yeah.
it has to be the Healer.
Yeah.
If I'm going for badass, it's gotta be the Void Assassin. Or the Void, not the Void Assassin, the Void Samurai. Those are my choices.
Oh.
Which, since we're not in the top-down view anymore, I'm gonna switch to the top-down view. It's not a scrub.
You are a scrub.
The strongest scrub.
Clearing these out. This is PJ's. Which one was yours?
It's gonna be one of the... It's gonna be one of the Berserkers. I didn't... Are the Berserkers different? Let me see another
They're
Berserker.
pretty similar.
They all got a spiky shoulder. Yeah, they all look pretty much the same.
Yeah. So you're going for the Berserker. Good
Yeah.
choice. Good choice. He is ferocious.
Other Hasashi.
Yes, that one was also cool.
The water assassin.
Yeah.
But we'll punt him out of there because he's not cute. But he's clearly my second choice. Still, we got a solid adventuring party. We got a healer, we got a mage, we got a barbarian, and we got an assassin.
That's
That's actually a pretty
That would
baller
roll.
party.
right. That would roll, and you got what?
Better hope you got some potions.
2
'cause you
fires
ain't
of
got no
water
healer.
and
I'm the healer.
wind. Yeah.
Oh, you took the cleric?
Yeah, I took the cleric.
Oh, cleric, barbarian, mage. Yep. That's
Yeah, we got a party.
That's a cool party.
Hell yeah. Now we just need a tavern and a shadowy figure in the corner.
That's true.
Those are in the basement. Shane and Ben are down there.
I see.
I have concerns.
You probably should. What the fuck are they doing?
Plotting for Saturday.
I would say drinking.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
they do. That is this Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Why are they plotting for Saturday?
I'm told not to worry about it.
It was a blatant
And worry about it.
lie.
Well, I had to come back to help capture an illusionist, so I did not have time to debate the merits of their lies.
Is Shane gonna be coming back for a session then?
I don't know.
Well, that is the plan. To some extent. Regardless, it is 10.
It is 10, which means it is time to call it an evening.
So yeah,
But I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hang out. Thank you again, Derek from Clash of Corgis, for sending us this game. I had a ton of fun playing it. I think the two of the game modes are really good.
I had preferences. I enjoyed all of these.
Actually, I think most of us enjoyed two of them. We just don't agree on which one we didn't.
Does seem accurate.
I'd probably have to play the third form a couple more times. Second format, I just nope.
But, you know, if we're that torn on which one we didn't like, that probably means they're all pretty good.
I think they're all solid for what they are.
Like, this is not generally a high brain power game unless you were playing the treasure hunt. But not all games have to be. Like, I had fun playing ridiculous corgis.
This was
Even
fun.
when I was getting my teeth kicked in at the start of the night, I got to look at all these adorable corgis in my hand.
I did do some teeth kicking. I had a really baller opening hand. I just had to wait it out for a minute until I played the triple eights.
Mhm.
And I knew that was going to let me just roll the table.
You know,
And I mean, I enjoyed the strategy of the second one, and the third one has some merit. I just want a little more time with it. I just didn't have it to give.
I think we need not just more time with it, but also people who aren't simultaneously very exhausted.
That could be too.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been.
It had the most in-depth rules, I think, and came at the end of the night.
Still,
In fairness, I was not expecting the two-player game to be the most common.
and also, thank you for the free game.
There is also
we appreciate
that, like,
very much.
we're happy to provide our honest feedback. I hope we've done a good job of that overall. It sounds like our opinions are generally positive, if mixed, on the particulars.
I'd get this tattooed on my ass.
You know what?
You heard it here first, folks.
I'm gonna be honest. Even if I didn't enjoy the game, I'd still get this tattooed on my ass.
I'm just saying. There are enough.
You know what? I can't even.
Both
I
are
can't
playing
even.
dangerous games because the Super Show folks have already been asking if they're going to be a tattoo artist at Gen Con.
I can't even
So,
do anything about it.
I'm gonna maybe hold you to that if that ends up materializing.
I can't even take these two to task because honestly, I'd probably get a tattoo of the mage corgi with the fireball.
Probably not on your ass.
Not on my ass. No.
Face? Are you a face tattoo?
No.
You look like a neck tattoo.
No.
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 Okay.
You can rock it.
Spider
No,
web
it's gotta be
hair
somewhere.
crawling in your
No.
mouth. No, just all right.
It's got to be somewhere it can remain hidden.
But yeah,
In normal
thank you for the
clothes.
free game. This was very fun.
Probably put it on my calf.
And if you guys liked it, go to clashofcorgis.com. Game is very affordable, and keep an eye out for their future releases. Their next one is going to be set in the same universe, but pirates. Pirate corgis.
I wonder if one's gonna have a peg leg or a hook.
They fucking better.
Obviously.
It'll be cuter if one's just holding on to something that makes him have a hook.
Also, yes. Why not both?
You never
He's a
know.
swashbuckler.
You never know. One of them might end up being Stumpy.
Crow's
Peg
nest.
legs, dual hooks.
Tail hook.
Oh my god.
That would be amazing.
Take notes. Take notes if your art isn't already at the printers. This is gold.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we're going to call it a night. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm hoping to be streaming on Tuesday next week. Monday, I have an eye procedure, so I'm not even going to try. Tuesday is going to be a maybe, but if not, we'll see on Thursday. We're planning on playing Empire Builder.
It's the second round of Euro Rails. Hopefully better.
Yes,
this
but
time.
in North America, so we
in
know
North
where
America,
geography
so they
is.
know where all the geography is.
And we don't have to show our ignorance to the internet.
Round
Yeah.
2, where we
On
know
purpose.
the cities and
Exactly.
hopefully won't soft lock again.
Yeah, hopefully it won't soft
And we
lock
will
out
make
again.
sure that we don't soft lock again. There are mercy rules. We will employ them because that
I
was
think
dumb.
I think the mercy rules got implemented into the main rules
Cool.
for Empire Building,
Yeah.
so there's no
But
soft lock.
thank you all for hanging out with us. We had a blast. Have a good night. We'll see you sometime next week. I'll try and keep you posted in the Patrons Discord if you're in the Patreon. And if you're not, spend the $1. It's the best dollar you'll spend all month.
It's a good dollar.
He's working.
Patreon.com/assortedmeeples. We'll see you there.
Have a good night, everybody.